This is Onalaska High School football on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
This time Larson looking to throw. Good blocking. Deep ball. Right side. Landon Peterson. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
31 yards
Landon
for the touchdown.
Peterson.
Guess who's back?
Tonight, the Onalaska Hilltoppers host the Portage Warriors in the WIAA D2 Level 1 playoffs.
CRSN is your broadcast home for Onalaska High School sports throughout the 2020-21 school year, and all the action is presented to you by Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Big Al's Lacrosse, great pizza since 1979. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, natural, gentle, and effective care. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Cooley Bank, bank with confidence. The Crow Lacrosse, American Gastropub, and Bourbon Bar. Noble Insurance, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Cooley Golf Bowl, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Howie's Lacrosse, thank you for 75 years. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Seven Rivers region since 1984. B.A. Burrito Company, boldly mix mad flavors, delivered right to your door. And by Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. King Street Kitchen La Crosse, traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. Jones Construction, award-winning builder specializing in remodels and new construction. Geno's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. And by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. Now, here with the call from Onalaska High School, here's two guys that have been asked to wear full face masks whenever they are on camera. Rik Franke and Scotty Gran.
Good evening and welcome to high school football, and it's playoff football. D2 Level 1 playoffs as the Portage Warriors take on the Onalaska Hilltoppers on a chilly night here in November. Hey, Scotty, how often are we calling football games in November?
Well, I don't know if I'm calling a football game or at a Phil Collins concert right now, because I can see it in the air tonight, that's for sure, and that's my breath.
Yeah. All right, I wondered how you were going to tie Phil Collins into the whole thing, but you just did it with your breath in the air tonight.
That's
I
right.
got all of it. It's starting out corny, but it'll get better, I promise you. Not only that, you don't have to pay for it here on our YouTube channel.
That's why it's free. It's corny.
It's
all right.
Sportsnetwork.com. Of course, this is the Cooley Golf Bowl pregame show, and we're excited about playoff football tonight. We're hoping we can keep this thing rocking and rolling, get a victory for the Hilltoppers tonight, take on Baraboo or Toma next week. There are other games from area teams. Aquinas is at Darlington tonight, and that is another one that people will have their eyes on. I know that you have kind of perused the brackets and such, Scotty, and I know that you probably have your take on it. I know that you feel like you're missing out because there's no Bangor football, but you'll maybe get to see some of that in the spring.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes, the way things are going. But, Rick, this should be a matchup that it really depends on how the Hilltoppers come out, honestly. If they take this game seriously, I feel like this could be honestly a victory for Onalaska, but if they come out flat and Portage can take advantage of some miscues, this could be a closer game than what we think.
Well, let's talk about the Warriors just a little bit. Head coach is Shane Hawk, and they are 2-5 overall from the Badgers small. They've averaged about 12 points per game, give up 35 points per game. In terms of the passing game, looks like about 52 per game, 3 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Running game, about 100 yards per game and 10 touchdowns. They have lost 3 in a row by a combined score of 135-6. The defense has allowed about 93 passing yards per game with 8 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. The rushing game has been pounded their way at 204 yards per game, 22 touchdowns against, and 2 forced fumbles.
I guess the positive I see is Gavin Thompson, the sophomore quarterback. I honestly, watching some things on Portage this year, there's moments that he looks very, very good, good developmental prospect for the Warriors, but, there's also times that he looks like a sophomore, so you have to take into consideration that. And, the loss of their 2-star running backs earlier in the season, don't know why they're not playing, don't want to speculate on that, but that would be Ethan Blythe and Junior Belzaduza, I believe that's how you say it.
Belzadua.
Yeah, Belzadua. I mean, those two were putting up some great numbers, and then all of a sudden they're not there. So for Portage, it went from a beginning of the season with some offensive promise to now kind of questioning how they're going to get the football in the end zone.
Well, they got a couple of big mollies on the offensive line. They also play on defense. Hayden Steinley, big number 70 at 5'11", 300 pounds. And then there's Tyler Chris, 6', 270. They like to run the football behind those two big guys. So it's not a whole ton to figure out. Question is, can they get the best of you and your defense? That's just something we're going to have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, and again, last year, kind of looking at the game against Monroe and bringing that up, and, it looked like Onalaska could match up well against Monroe's offensive line, but shockingly, Monroe was the one that came out and set the tempo up front, and that kind of led to the whole aftermath of that football game.
Scotty. They made cheese. They did, those cheese makers.
They did. In Portage, they have some ability up front. I think pass protection's an issue for them, but in the running game, that's where their strength is.
Hilltoppers are 4-2 coming into this game, averaging 31 points per game out of the Mississippi Valley Conference, averaging 154 passing yards per game, 12 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, and then the rushing game has been great, 220 yards per, 14 touchdowns, just 2 fumbles. The defense just allowing 15 points against per game, 83 passing yards. They've allowed 4 touchdowns. They've picked off 4 passes. The running game, 102 yards per game against, 9 touchdowns, 2 fumbles. They do have 21 tackles for losses, 2 sacks, and 6 forced fumbles, coming off a couple convincing victories, 50-16 at Adams Friendship and 46-6 a couple of weeks ago here hosting Aquinas.
And I think Onalaska's got their mojo back. I definitely think offensively they're in sync right now, and a lot of that has to do with the running attack. And, no Albert Romero tonight. Michael Saverin's going to carry the rock quite a bit. Pika's going to get the rock a little bit too. Probably mix in a couple of things here and there. And again, some Ben Bossman's going to be playing left tackle tonight. And there's a lot of differences with this Hilltopper roster tonight, but I do feel overall that the strength is still on the defense, Rick. I mean, their defense has been so good this year. Honestly, it's hard for me to see them have a letdown against this Warriors team. We'll have to see how that goes, but the defense this year for Onalaska, probably the best defense I've seen them have since calling games.
It's pretty good. Dane Woods will be in the mix offensively tonight, I think, and Sean Gillis, you'll see him get the football as well. He's a very talented young sophomore. All right, this is the Cooley Golf Ball pregame show. We're going to take a break, be back with the coaches and player interview portion of the Cooley Golf Ball pregame show here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Cooley Golf Ball is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Ball has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Ball Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company. My name is Leroy Hogum Jr.
My name is Dave Hogum.
My name is Gary Hogum.
My name is Larry Hogum.
I am Annette Hogum.
Well, I've worked for my dad since the late 60s, is when we started. Seen a lot of changes over the years. Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
It isn't just pulling up, jumping off a truck, dumping garbage cans anymore.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling is a service company that happens to be in the business of solid waste and recycling management.
Our service is more than just hauling something away for our customer. It's taking care of them and the needs that all of our trucks, the simple thing, have a broom and a shovel. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery.
What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness. Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto de pesce, lobster linguine, calamari? Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
The Golf Ball pregame show. Rik Franke along with Scotty Gran. And the head coach of the Onalaska Hilltoppers, Tom Yashinsky, will be speaking with the talented defensive lineman. And this week, playing offensive line, Gino Angelini will be with us here a little bit later on. Let's start first, Coach Yash, about talking about the game a couple weeks removed against the Aquinas Blue Goals. You guys had just about everything working offensively. Defensively, pretty much shut down the Aquinas offense in almost every way. Once again, though, a big special teams play got Aquinas in position to get their lone score. Give us your recap of that game, and then we'll break down this week's opponent, Portage.
Yeah, I think you bring up that special teams, and I think that's been the most, neglected area this year. And a couple of reasons for that. One, with our virtual day where we have to take one day a week and be online, we never have a Thursday where we have our entire special teams group there because the sophomores always take Thursday off. So all those kids that are out, we just don't get enough reps of special teams, and we started late and everything. So it's just kind of that's been the area that's been neglected. And that's, it just is what it is this year. So it has seemed, though, in a lot of our games, that's where some of those touchdowns, unfortunately, have come from. So it'll be an emphasis in the offseason of how we prevent that moving forward. But for this year, that seems like that's going to be our Achilles heel. Thankfully, we seem to clean up the fumbling problem that we had earlier in the year. It was nice to have Landon back. Obviously, that showed early and often. Hudson, he had a great article in the Tribune about him today, which just putting together a really solid season for him to get a couple more touchdowns and to throw one. And Aiden just played a really solid game. Our offensive line played really well. It was obvious early on that they were going to take our try and take Albert out of the game as much as possible. And they did a decent job of that. He had to work for his yards. I think he had 25 carries for 120 yards, so not the clip he's been used to this year, but still did the work. And the defense just played really solid. I think they held them to like 71 total yards, which that's really hard to do. And you look at that, and most of those, a lot of those, came on one run, that one touchdown run, and then at the end of the game when we had a lot of backups, and you take those 2 plays out of it, and they're under 50. So it was just a really solid overall team performance, I thought.
Coach, were you surprised that Aquinas decided to run man coverage on Landon Peterson?
Yeah, I'm surprised with most teams that honestly, with either Landon or Hudson, it's just, I don't know, they're both really, really talented receivers, and there's not too many people that are going to run with Landon, but you could say the same with Hudson. He's not slow. So anytime we get man coverage on those guys, especially press man, you could play off man, and that's a little bit different. But if you're going to get up in their face, tell you what, you better be getting some major pass rush, because they don't need much time to get themselves open.
Beware of the Landolorian.
Yeah. It's just great to have him back. Just his enthusiasm is great to have.
All right, let's get into our opponent this week. It's the Portage Warriors, and this is kind of an interesting setup, because obviously we didn't play a full regular season, and it's not a full playoff schedule, and so the WIAA put together 14 playoff pods. Some of them have fallen apart already based off of the COVID-19. We're on pace to play this one against Portage, and they've lost 3 in a row, and they've lost by a combined 135-6 in the last 3 games. They got off to a decent start. They beat a Reedsburg team 13-7. Going through film and going through what statistics we were able to come up with, they had a couple of running backs that were doing pretty good at the beginning of the season. They're no longer it looks like they're out. I'm not sure what the story is on that, but they've had to find replacements. They got a tall quarterback that likes to throw. Quite honestly, in a lot of the film, he has a favorite target, and he's going to throw it there whether there's 3 guys covering or not. That's the way it looks to me. I know you don't know a whole lot about what's going on with Portage. Obviously, they're a team that's struggling right now, but you can never overlook teams. We remember what happened against Monroe in the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they it's tough. You only have one common opponent, and that was Edgar, and our score and their score are quite different, but that comp, they've always played a really tough conference, which makes it hard to judge their overall talent pool and whatnot, because in the past they've always played Wanakee, DeForest, Mount Hora, sometimes Baraboo, but Reedsburg, Stoughton. They've just played in the Badger, which is a really, really tough conference, and quite honestly, a conference that we haven't had a lot of success against. But at the same time, they also haven't had a lot of success in that conference either. So now they're in a new conference. Not everybody played this year with COVID, so. But I do think that they'll trend upwards. There, when you remove Wanakee, DeForest, and one of the other powerhouses from that group, that conference gets a lot more manageable to build a program in. Obviously they do some things that we think we can defend pretty well on film. They kind of tip their hat. Wherever 70 and 74 go, they tend to run the ball at them, and they even throw the ball that direction most of the time as well. So that's a key that we'll be keyed in on early and often. It's a game we hope we can get our defense can get themselves off the field. We're playing a lot of guys both ways tomorrow night. Our roster is thin. We're pretty open about that right now, and our goal is really just to get those guys that aren't able to play tomorrow, to get them one more game next week, and hopefully finish this thing on the field just like we started it this year.
Scotty, you got anything else for the coach before we turn our attention to Gino Angelini?
No, I think we got it.
Let's get to the main event here. We know who we're here to talk to tonight.
He's number 75. He's the big guy on the defense, and really putting together a fantastic season, even though this is a shortened one. Gino Angelini joins us. And Gino, first off, let's talk football, and then we're going to talk about something you're pretty famous for, and we're even going to show a little clip too. From the TikTok, and I've been told by my son. You said
the. You're not supposed to say the.
Don't ever put the when you refer to any social networks, because it makes you sound like a really stupid old guy.
Well, at least you're not like my dad that calls it Tic Tac.
You sounded just like him saying that.
Sorry.
You sounded just like Tony. All right, so let's talk about your football season. I mean, what have you enjoyed the most here in your senior year in terms of playing the defensive side of the ball?
I mean, just overall, it's just, well, of course, fun tackling the guy, but it's also just fun tackling with your guys. I've been growing up with these guys since 5th grade, ever since I moved from Sparta. And, it's kind of weird seeing how we grew and how we improved, throughout all these years playing the game that we love.
Yeah, you're intense out there. I always see it like trying to pump up the crowd too after a big play. You got that, sort of JJ Watt kind of style there when it's after a big hit and stuff. You like to celebrate a little bit.
I just feel more confident this year, I think, because even compared to last year, I just feel better this year.
You feel better. How about playing offensive line in this game here against Portage?
It's going to feel like freshman year all over again when you're playing both sides. You figure out where you're at. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun.
Hey, Gino, talk about your training this year. I noticed a lot of videos around mixed martial arts, boxing. I mean, you say you feel better. Is that a lot of it?
Yeah, 100%. I can only thank my dad for that. Even though I like to make fun of him a little bit, I got to appreciate him because, every day we're waking up 5 o'clock in the morning to go, whether it's come down here to work out or go to the YMCA, do different training, and I give it all to him.
So would you put your TikTok account against Gavin's fantasy football streaming account?
Oh, I see. I mean, he has his own thing. I have my own thing. 2 different crowds.
I think Lando was making shoes too. Yeah, I thought there was something about making shoes. Yash, do you know anything about that?
And he does painting and colored hydro dipping or something where they I don't know.
That's a Lando thing.
I don't really know what it is, but I know he does different artistic things with shoes and Xbox controllers, and I don't know. I guess I'm getting old.
All right, Gino, tell us about Bruce, TikTok Bruce. I need to know give us the lowdown on Bruce.
All right, so if you can't guess, I'm a TikToker. The name is Corny Frog named Bruce. How did I come up with the name? I have no idea. Freshman year, sophomore year, whenever I made the account, I just came up with a random name, and it just kind of stuck ever since. And the clip that we provided is actually the thing that got me famous, I guess, on TikTok. So
let's take a look at that here real quick.
I do my dance while I'm counting up the bands. Bad bitch with me while we speeding in the Jag. All I see is
excellent stuff. Now I don't know. You transformed into a dog or into a dog. What happened there?
Yeah, it was basically there was this one guy I used to watch on here. His name was Chromie Reborn, and he would do that kind of video all the time. And he I don't know what happened to him, but he just kind of left the face of TikTok. So I don't know. I just happened to post the right video at the right time kind of thing. I can only assume, but I don't know. It made me what I guess I am today.
So if people want to check out what you've done on TikTok, how do they do that?
You download the app on TikTok if it's not already on your phone as it. Everyone has TikTok that I know of anyways. And my username is Corny Frog named Bruce. And
hold on, I'm going to look for that right now.
Uh-oh. Actually, fun fact, yesterday I got a video that went up to 3 million views for making cookies.
Really?
For making cookies. And also, hold on, let me say, of 8/10 November 12th, 480,000 likes.
You got far more likes than we get on Cooley Region Sports Network.
Well, that's why I'm trying to send them towards you.
I know you boosted our Toma game ratings, went way up after Bruce was contributing.
All of a sudden, I look back at the game, and all of a sudden I see number 75, Bruce. I'm like, what did I just do?
You can send them our way. Hopefully they'll come and check out your interview here too.
All right.
You mentioned cookies. I know you like to get in the kitchen and cook. Obviously, Gino's in Onalaska. It's the place where you get the sandwich and you get the Italian beefs and all the good eats. But you also like to just whip up dinners at home and stuff too, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, once again, thank my dad. We love to eat. That's just the fact of it. But yeah, I specialize in cooking steaks out of all things. But yeah,
I saw a
but
picture
also
of that.
make pizzas, of course, pasta dinners, all that jazz.
Yeah, I saw a picture of some of your fine eats. Gino, a great season. Thanks so much for joining us here. in the coaches show, and go get them tonight. Coach, any final words before we wrap things up?
Just want to again thank the parents for their flexibility. Obviously, a lot of people watching from home tonight, as we thought we were going to be able to have 4 fans per, and then last second, just like everything else has been this year, we got reduced down just to senior parents. So for all the parents that are out there, just thank you for sticking with us this year and being flexible. And it's as great a season as we could have hoped for, given the circumstances. I tell this to a couple people, but I said I had an email July 26th. I had an email in my inbox ready to go, ready to send, letting everybody know that we were canceling as we had heading down. We were worried, we didn't think it was going to work. And Thierry said, hold off, don't send it. And I haven't, and it's still sitting in my drafts. I said, I'm not deleting that thing till the season's over, because, it's just karma. Like, it's been sitting there for 3 months, 4 months now. It hasn't gone anywhere, and it's not going anywhere until this thing's wrapped up and I can finally delete it. But, we've overcome a lot this year to get as far as we have, and wins and losses aren't of real significance this year. Just getting these guys out on the field playing has been a great experience, and wouldn't trade it for anything right now.
Well, kickoff is next. It's the Portage Warriors and the Onalaska Hilltoppers here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Award-winning builder Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your home, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it. Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Jones Construction is fully licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience and winner of People's Choice at the 2015 Parade of Homes. Call Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub-sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
As a father of 3, I know just how important your child's safety is. Enhanced Driving Institute is the premier driving school with the most comprehensive training available in the Coulee region. EDI is the only school to offer pay-as-you-go for families that prefer an affordable option. We go above and beyond the competition, offering flexible class makeoffs, online class options. We'll even come to your house to pick you up for behind the wheel. Don't take our word for it. See what others are saying. Google EDI. Review.
Boldly mixed mad flavors is what you'll find at BA Burrito Company on Copeland Avenue in La Crosse. Steak is back at BA. You wanted it and you got it with the Steakhouse Burrito. If it's a great lunch special you're looking for, look no further. 3 BA tacos and a fountain drink for just $5.99 from 11 to 2 p.m. in-store only.
The November F-Bomb is the Gobbler. Thanksgiving in a BA way with turkey, rice gravy, black beans, shredded cheese, and cranberry mayo.
Want the boldly mixed mad flavors of BA Burrito delivered right to your door? Order online with the Eat Street, Grubhub, or Grab It apps, and you're staring at a BA creation before you know it.
Playoff high school football here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. It is the D2 Level 1 playoffs. The Portage Warriors taking on the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Rik and Scotty with you tonight, and we're excited to see what kind of game we're going to have here. It is a little breeze kicking up from time to time, as you see Old Glory was whipping up there just a moment. Again, our thanks to Jeff Ross, who, as usual, with us to run camera tonight. He'll get you all the sights, and we'll give you the sounds and try to get you all the information on the players. I don't know if you had a chance to take a look and see who won the toss and who's going to get the ball first here, Scotty.
I did not.
Really? I gave you one job to do tonight.
You did? I was confused. I didn't get the memo.
How many of these have we done together?
I know. I was trying to pay attention to the operations that we were running with the music in the background and Old Glory and that, you know.
Yeah, they're doing introductions here, so let's listen to Goody.
Number 7, Cody Skipton. Number 10, Dane Woods. Number 13, Gavin Southworth. Number 15, Hudson Weber. Number 22, River Zumak. Number 45, Bryce Braunschweig. Number 50, Grayson Thogmartin. Number 51, Rik Franke. Number 64, Mason Mahalovic. Number 75, Gino Angelini. Number 79, Colton Hogum. Number 88, Matthew Herman. And number 99, Ben Tracy.
So Goody announcing the seniors here before this D2 Level 1 playoff football game against the Portage Warriors. Rik and Scotty with you tonight, and it is a cold one.
It is.
About 33 degrees here at game start. I guess it's supposed to get down into the low 20s
they said
tonight.
27 by 11 o'clock, so we'll just have to see how that goes. But it feels a lot cooler than what we were anticipating even at this time of night. But, again, that's why they play the game. The field's going to be hard. It's going to be very interesting. I think the running game will be predominant tonight on both sides of the football. However, Onalaska can sling it pretty well. I think that's a pretty good matchup against Portage if they can get that rolling.
So the Hilltoppers will kick off the offense for the Warriors.
So they deferred.
They did. There you go. That's what they typically do. Gavin Thompson, the sophomore, the starting quarterback. In the backfield, we'll see Jordan Starr, Seth Williams, and Garrett Crawford. At tight ends, Braden Scheibach and Mason Denman. Wide receivers, Jason Kikert and Ian Carpolina. The offensive line, Hayden Steinley, Tyler Christ, River Voss, Anthony Trujillo, and Jack Callan. That's the offense for the Warriors would get set to kick off. Ben Foss is back, and they're glad to have him. This is going to be a short onside kick attempt. Does it travel far enough? That's the question.
I think it does.
And I think the Hilltoppers recover. Boy, what a start. I think that was Sean Gillis who got on top of the football.
And the opening kickoff
I like
is
that, too. Aggressive right off the onset here. I think that Onalaska knows if they can get the tempo going early, that they can set the pace for this game right off the bat.
So here I read off the offensive starters for the Warriors.
And we're shifting to the Hilltopper starters now.
Hilltoppers pull off the onside kick. Aiden Larson at quarterback, and what a game he had last week, hitting Landon Peterson and Hudson Weber for touchdown passes. He has definitely grown throughout this season.
Yeah, and I think those two receivers have helped, obviously. We'll have to see how the running attack goes tonight with Michael Savard and Sam Pika, but Larson's definitely looked sharp.
Little shift to trade to the right here. As now in motion, Landon Peterson, jet sweep to the near side. Peterson sees a seam. Peterson, he'll have one man to beat, and now he'll take it to the house. Nobody's catching him. Track speed. He just committed to Idaho. He's a Vandal, and he just stole that one. A huge touchdown as the Hilltoppers start out with a 47-yard touchdown.
Yeah, and they went strong right that time. They had two tight ends out on that side and ran that jet sweep. Good blocking on the inside. Sam Pika got a good seal on that outside linebacker. And you can't teach speed. Somewhere Al Davis is smiling, and Landon Peterson took it to the house.
Al Davis makes an appearance here on tonight's broadcast. I bet you he never thought that.
I didn't think that either until just now.
A little bit of wind will go against the extra point conversion attempt. And it's good to have Ben Foss back. And it looks like either there was movement on the right side or it was the defense that jumped across.
It's encroachment, looks like.
The grass before the play. Offside on the Warriors.
It is indeed. That was just a self-defense shift backwards by Sean Gillis there.
Actually, it's declined.
Yeah, just keep it where it's at.
Foss looked good in warm-ups tonight, so we'll see how he pulls this one off. It's tougher in these elements.
Nice set. Kick is up. It's a blast, and it is right between the uprights and good. Hilltoppers take an early 7-0 lead. That did not take long. 11:48 left here in quarter number 1 on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
And we've had many customers for 50 years, the same customers.
I like to call some of our customers charter customers. They were ones that Grandpa worked for, Dad's been to their house, and now I visit their homes. Sometimes I work for their children or even their grandchildren. It's a really nice connection with community, really.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if you want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Hilltoppers strike quickly. And already up 7-0, set to kick off. Do they try it yet again?
I think this time you'll see a full blast kickoff. But I tell you what, Rick, Landon Peterson has become the Hilltoppers hero again the last couple weeks. His 4th touchdown in 2 weeks here.
And I believe that was his first rushing touchdown of the season. This kick is a little deeper, bounces at the 12, taken by the Warriors, and a little reverse, shoveled off into the hands of Jaden Kikert, and Kikert hit up at the 33-yard line. Tackle made by Sean Gillis.
Yeah, good tackle by Gillis, good special teams discipline by the Hilltoppers. Kikert is a guy that we saw kind of flash, scouting this team. He's got a lot of talent. He's only a junior. He's got some good speed that time. Good job on special teams by the Hilltoppers.
Up front for the Hilltoppers, Gino Angelini and Ben Tracy. The ends, Gavin Southworth, Grayson Thog-Martin. You've got your linebackers, Connor Johansson, Sam Pika, and Dane Woods. We'll get to the secondary in a moment. First play of this series for the Warriors, a throw, and it's complete. And he gets Kikert to the right sideline, and that should be enough for a first down as he picks up 11. Nice delivery there from the starting quarterback, the young sophomore, Gavin Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson, a quick power eye rollout that time. Good design play. Kikert, one-on-one coverage. Nice cut on the out route, and the first down right away for the Warriors.
So the Warriors go to the air here on their first play. Let's get to that secondary for the Hilltoppers. Corners, Cody Skifton, Michael Saverin. Safeties, Hudson Weber, Ben Foss. Those are the starters. And in the backfield, nowhere to go. And just completely stopped up. Seth Williams, nowhere to go. The junior saw nothing but purple.
Yeah, Thog-Martin in there first, and then Tracy cleaning it up. Good penetration by the Onalaska defensive line. And, that was something that I wanted to see was this that left side with those two big guys against the quickness of the Hilltopper defense early in this game, but Onalaska looked sharp there.
Now, Kikert coming into this game, the receiver that had that reception for the first down, 15 catches, 232 yards, 15.5 per catch, and a touchdown. Thompson hits his receiver, but it bounces off as the coverage was tight. Great work out there on defense by Hudson Weber.
Yeah, Weber step for step that time with Scheibach, and he couldn't hang on to it. And again, another rollout by the Warriors trying to catch Onalaska off guard in man coverage.
3rd down and 12 after the incomplete pass. Of course, Thog-Martin, normally just on the offensive line, but he does come in from time to time in that defensive end position. He does wreak havoc at times.
He does.
Thompson in the pocket. Deep ball, right sideline. Coverage tight and tipped loose, incomplete. Good coverage by Cody Skifton.
Yeah, Skifton step for step that time, knocked away. And that was kind of the question I had was Portage, their offensive line against Onalaska's pass rush. And that time there was 3 Hilltoppers in the backfield. And I tell you what, Thompson had to get rid of that ball maybe a little earlier than he wanted to.
Of course, with the COVID-19, limited tickets for this game, just senior parents, 2 tickets per. So a lot of you may be watching tonight here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. We're glad you're with us. We wish you could be here to cheer on the Hilltoppers. I know you wish you could be too. Although it's cold, it's a little warmer.
It is.
Where you are right now if you're watching. And a high snap on the punt, but they do get the ball off. It's a short kick, takes a good Warrior bounce, and into Hilltopper territory, finally resting at about the 27.
Almost blocked that time as Southworth and Thog-Martin were in there, and the punter kind of delayed that kick, I'd say, just a tad bit, so that was close.
Defensive line for Portage, Anthony Trujillo, Clint Herring, Hayden Steinley, and Tyler Christ. You also see Lowell Arnold at times. Linebackers Jordan Starr, Caleb Drew, Seth Williams, Garrett Crawford, and Christian Erickson from time to time as well. Hilltoppers look like they got big number 74 to jump across the line, and that is Tyler Christ.
Encroachment on the Warriors.
Tyler Christ, a senior,
The
6 foot
5-yard penalty
270.
remains
Sees
first down.
both sides, offense and defensive line. So the Hilltoppers get the benefit of another Warrior penalty. 1st and 5, 10:22 to play here in the first quarter. Pitch to Sabrin. Sabrin bounces off a hit, stays on his feet, and gets the
Michael
first down.
Sabrin.
7 yards, maybe more.
Yeah, Savrin with a good burst on that pitch out.
About 8 yards. And
Broke a couple tackles that time. Good second effort for the first down.
41-yard line.
Gonna pick up a number on the tackle. It looked kind of like 14, but that's not one of the guys that was out there as one of the starters. So try to see if we can get a better look. First down, Hilltoppers. Moving closer to midfield. And off up the middle, then Scooty to the outside. Here's Michael Sabrin to the 30, then the 22 and out of bounds. Another huge gain for the Hilltopper running game, and obviously Coach Yashinsky watched the film. We talked about how many yards per yards per game opposing teams have racked up against Portage, and that's what the Hilltoppers have gone with here early.
And that time, Savrin, initially that play was supposed to be an inside trap, and then he kicked it outside with the speed and, hit that second gear, and Spencer Andrews chased him out of bounds that time for the Warriors. But, man, that was a great read and react by Savrin.
So ball at the 26-yard line. Aiden Larson rolling, hits his receiver, completes the pass, and it'll be a pickup of 6 or 7 to Michael Skemp, and Skemp back in the lineup as well. He said Ben Foss back, but there's lots of guys missing here tonight. But so far the Hilltoppers haven't skipped a beat.
Larson missed a touchdown, though. He had not Michael Skemp, but Hudson Weber wide open down the field. Nobody was covering him at all, and it would have been an easy touchdown if Aiden would have held onto that ball just a little bit longer.
8-yard pickup on the last play. Trade to the left side there as Ben Tracy and Sam Pika move over. And offsides, it looks like Ben Tracy moved a little quick before the snap.
Looks like illegal procedure.
Yeah, that's the one thing when you make those guys eligible and they're stacking that up on that side, you got to really listen to the quarterback, and that could be something that, I know they practiced it this week, obviously, with the matchup, but it's still something new for Ben Tracy.
9:08 and counting here in the first quarter. Hilltoppers up 7-0. We're moving the football, and they back up on the penalty. It'll be second down, 7 yards to go. And Aiden Larson to throw over the middle. Hits Ben Tracy to the 4 and down to the 1-yard line where he's finally knocked down. It looked like it was Kikert with the tackle. And, boy, Ben Tracy hasn't seen the ball come his way too often. He's had a couple of drops, but that one he certainly hung on to.
Yeah, designed seam route that time. Tracy was open, and good pass by Larson. Kikert makes the tackle. I thought Tracy was going to break out of there, though.
Well, he's a little tough to bring down. The Hilltoppers on the move. The jet to Peterson diving forward, and it looks like he's in. They haven't signaled yet.
He is stopped shy of the goal.
I thought he was in for certain.
Yeah, I thought so too. It looked like that, the ball crossed the plane, but the referees are saying no.
It'll be second and goal now. Boy, it sure looked like Landon was in, but we're up here, they're down there.
Well, you got those new glasses. So.
I'm seeing things fairly well here in the early goings.
That's
That'll
a touchdown.
That's Aiden Larson.
Aiden Larson with the quarterback plunge, and it's 13-0 Hilltoppers. 8:05 to play here in the first quarter.
Yeah, right behind Rik Franke and Mr. Pancake Caleb Yang that time, and Larson just taking that ball and putting it right over, so there's no question for the Hilltoppers on that score.
That's the second rushing touchdown of the season for Aiden Larson. Now the extra point. Last attempt was successful for Ben Foss.
And I think that's an interesting stat, with the way that Aiden can run and his athletic ability to only have 2 touchdowns. So if you're scouting him from afar, you're going to say, well, how mobile is this guy? He's pretty mobile.
Yeah. Everything looks good. Kick is up, and between the uprights and good. 14-0. Hilltoppers have been rocking and rolling early on here. Back with more here in just a moment on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
How about that party last night?
Woo! It was fun, but that's a lot of trash.
I just don't know if I can do it.
Come on, are you a trash can or a trash can't?
I'm a trash can.
You're a what?
I'm a trash can!
Say it proud.
Can!
Hey, you gonna eat that?
More like potassium. Am I right? Am I right?
That's a good one.
It's brown, but it tastes yellow.
Rik and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. D2 Level 1 football playoffs. All Hilltoppers early on here. 8:05 to play in the first quarter. Up 14-0.
Baraboo up 6-0 over Tomarick, and an update. It looks like Luther has moved on. I believe Osseo forfeited, so they'll play Mondovi then in the next round from what I can see. So Luther moves on due to forfeit.
Taken at the 10 by Seth Williams. And that reverse did not work. It was Kikert again. He was stopped right at the 20.
Michael Hellickson with a nice tackle on special teams that time.
So again, it'll be Warriors football, and they picked up a first down in the very first play of their first series with a nice pass, but after that, not much happening.
Yeah, don't sleep on Gavin Thompson. He's definitely a talented quarterback. It's just that, again, that left side of the offensive line is strong, but, I mean, Onalaska, with their athletic ability up front, has been able to penetrate pretty early here.
6 foot, 160. Again, just a sophomore. And he's rolling. He's throwing, and he completes the pass. Did he complete the pass? Did he hang on to that? No, he did not.
Dropped it.
Well, that one went in and out of the hands. It looks like it was on target from my vantage point, but
Ian Carpeliana, I believe is how you say
easy
that.
for you to say.
Yeah,
Carpelinia.
Carpelinia, yeah.
Carpelinia.
Another sophomore, 5'10", 150. Again, you look at this roster for Portage, very young, only 6 seniors, so the future's bright for the Warriors, but they're down early.
Give up the middle. Hilltopper defense all over it. Saw Gino Angelini there at the bottom of the pile. Took the legs. Got some help as well from Grayson Thog-Martin.
Seth Williams.
Yeah, we got to talk to Gino on the coaches show, as everybody saw, and I did subscribe. I went through the TikToks, and I have to say the most humorous one was the one where he was talking about his TikTok famous persona, and his dad sent him a message. You have all these followers, but no girlfriend. That was the one that made me laugh the most.
On the tic-tac?
On the tic-tac.
Here's Thompson with a throw. He's at the wind to his back. Receiver slips and falls. Michael Savrin was in the area, but that overthrown. It'll be 4th down and 7 yards to go now with 7:11 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Carpelina and Kikert lost their footing out there. And again, these field conditions, will make a difference in how, I guess, you explode out of your routes. Look good early, but again, sometimes you just have to be a little bit more cautious.
Well, this is a good situation for punting. Look at that wind whipping up from the backside here. Last time the snap was a little bit off, and lucky to get it off. This time they're hoping for a little more success. Nice snap this time. Kick is up. It's high and wobbling just a bit. Not much of a bounce for the Warriors. Picked up by Dane Woods, who dives forward to about the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Hilltoppers. Our thanks to Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah, Woods that time, I could tell he was going to take it. The instinct was there after that bounce, and maybe a little late. If he would have took it maybe a little earlier, he would have had a couple more yards. But
shout out to AD Jason Terry watching from Ohio. He's at the middle school wrestling tournament.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, best of luck to your son. First play in this series. Larson hit as he throws, and up for grabs. Looking there for Hudson Weber. Good coverage in the secondary by Capellina.
Yeah, and he came up and made a good play on the ball that time. I thought with Weber's height, that might be an advantage for him. But like you said, Larson got just throttled right when he threw that football.
Oh, I see Scott Larson watches. He's got us on the big screen there with his feet up.
Hey, there you go.
Enjoying a nice libation. 6:55 to play. 2nd and 10 here for the Hilltoppers. Run to the near sideline. Savrin can't drag him down from behind, then bounces off another tackle. He's down. Ground forces the fumble. He'll be down right at midfield at the 50. Nice.
Say that Savlin was down by contact.
Nice hit right there by the Warriors, but he was down when the ball came out.
Yeah, Trujillo that time on the hit. The senior linebacker, 1 of 6.
Ball from the 49-yard line.
Yeah, he plays both sides of the ball. You're talking 54,
Yep.
Anthony Trujillo, 5'11", 200 pounds.
Yeah, I had my feet up enjoying a libation last night, but I was watching 80s music videos on the big screen for some reason. I don't know why.
That's better than you watching wrestling.
I don't know. I mean,
my wife liked that when you said the 80s music.
Yeah.
3rd down and 5 here for the Hilltoppers. Aiden Larson throws, completes the pass. Skemp beats one. Skemp down the sideline. Skemp one man to beat, tries the fake, and Kikert tries to drag him down. Can into the end zone. That should be a touchdown, and it is. Huge play. 51 yards for the touchdown. Larson to Skemp, and it's an early dominating performance by the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, nice out route pass that time. Skemp using Skemp using the block. Excuse me, easy for me to say, of Hudson Weber to take that all the way and showing off some speed there, number 3. And we've talked about how talented this wide receiver group is for the Hilltoppers, and Skemp adds another element to that.
51 yards for the Hilltoppers there. Skemp, a lot of extra work there. He was dragging some tacklers and finally gets into the end zone. Again, the extra point attempt. Voss 2 for 2. Looking to go 3 for 3. Everything looks good, and the kick is up, and it's a blast. Right between the uprights and good.
An extra point.
21-0 here with
How much music did you load? My God.
We'll be back with more here in just a moment on CRSN.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. We're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you.
All Hilltoppers here in the first quarter with 5:52 left to play. They're set to kick off yet again, up 21-0. And a low line drive kick here. This time will wind up at about the 17, where it's picked up here by the Warriors, up to the 25-yard line, pushing the pile up to the 30 and still moving. Nice return.
Yeah, Kikert that time picking it up off the bounce and showing off some of that strength. He's a very talented player.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to see some film on him, and he definitely a junior, definitely has a lot of talent. I mean, he is very, very raw in his skill set right now, but I tell you what, he's got a lot of potential.
Absolutely, Scotty, agree 100%. Be 1st and 10 from the 31 here for Portage. And a handoff up the middle. That's Williams, and he'll get ahead for 3. Tripped up there by Thogmartin.
Yeah, Thogmartin with a nice tackle.
The 4-yard
Williams,
gain.
a junior, 5'10", 160. He also plays linebacker on the defensive side. Didn't get a whole lot of numbers for the Warriors. They have some stats up on WizSports.net.
I think a lot of that was due to the change with Blake and Balzadua, who was earlier the 2 running backs most of the season.
This time, Thompson to throw. Right side, intercepted. That's Cody Skifton. Skifton dances up the left sideline. Hilltopper football. And Cody Skifton with a nice pick.
Yeah, that time, the play action by Thompson, there was nobody there for play action. He just kind of held the ball out, and the Onalaska secondary reacted well to that. It looked like Spencer Andrews was out, coming out on a wheel route, but a great job by Skifton to read that in his area and make a play on the football.
Senior Cody Skifton, his first interception of the season. He had 15 tackles and 1 tackle for loss coming into today's game.
He's played so well on the outside this year, though. Honestly, I mean,
tight coverage. He's been called for interference a few times when he shouldn't have been.
Yeah, he's very good in man. One of the better ones I've seen.
1st and 10.
So from the 41-yard line of Portage, Hilltoppers again with the football after the turnover. And The fumble, look out, trouble. Michael Saverin was looking at it as it was recovered by the Warriors, and getting in to get on top of that football was Garrett Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford, good penetration. And I don't know if that would have been a successful play, as he was right there waiting for Saverin around the edge. And you can't teach speed, but sometimes you can't teach turnovers either. That time, Saverin just letting the ball get away from him.
And Coach Yash talking in pregame about how he was eliminating those turnovers. There's one right there, and now the Warriors get the football back just about right at midfield. Handoff left side, and the Hilltoppers going to eventually wrap things up after Williams picks up about 4.
Yeah, Thogmartin again off the edge.
Takes the ball into Hilltopper territory at the
Our thanks to Big Al's Lacrosse, great pizza since 1979. Also thanks to Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, natural, gentle, and effective care. 4:27 and counting left here in the first quarter. 21-0 Hilltoppers. Warriors with the football, and that's going nowhere. Stacked up by the Hilltopper defense right back at the line of scrimmage.
And Thogmartin is having his way on that left side. I think he's been in the backfield almost every play in the last 2 drives.
What an outstanding defensive effort for Thogmartin. Of course, no Albert Romero on end today, and Thogmartin comes in from time to time. And for the limited amount of time that he's played, you look at what he's been able to do with 4 tackles for loss. He's got close to 1 in this one, a sack, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery. Thompson throwing. And zips that one in, intercepted by Sam Pika. Now Pika takes it down the left sideline. I don't think anyone's going to get him. Sam Pika rumbling. He's going all the way for the touchdown. 27-0. A 54-yard interception return for Sam Pika. Pick 6.
Tell you what, that's the one thing being a linebacker in coverage is just not leaving your area. Pika doing a good job reading that rollout. They're trying to get it to Kikert. Kikert was probably triple covered on that play, Rick. Pika was right there, took it to the house, and man, this is a convincing score so far for the Hilltoppers.
That's a Pika pick. We've seen some of those before. Nick Pika.
Pika pick, Pika 6.
That is a pick. Pika 6. Pika pick 6. Ben Foss, it's like deja vu. He's right back there ready for another extra point.
Hopefully his foot's warm.
Snap, good. Kick, up, and between the uprights and good. Hilltoppers rocking and rolling here with 3:36 left in the first quarter. Hilltoppers up 28-0 here on CRSN.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
Rik and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. 3:36 to play here in the first quarter. Hilltoppers with a pick 6, 54 yards unofficially from Sam Pika as he took it to the house. Set to kick off again here, Onalaska.
And the
low line drive kick going to roll up to the 14. And Williams slips, puts his hand down to keep from hitting the ground, and eventually stacked up around the 28-yard line and pushed backwards.
Yeah, Williams that time, again, the field conditions, you talk about it with it being this cold, and tried to cut back to the left-hand side and fell down just a shade.
Our thanks to Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Also thanks to Cooley Bank. Bank with confidence.
You think Bruce will do a tic-tac at Angelini's? maybe Dad firing up the staff?
It could be. And nice way to lower the shoulder and a huge run here for the Warriors. And finally Sam Pika pushes him out of bounds. Boy, that was a heck of a run. Best of the day, Jordan Starr the junior, 5'9", 150. He put that shoulder down and just buried a defender.
Yeah, Sean Gillis trying to make the tackle, and I tell you what, Starr showed he's got some power. Man, the junior running back that time.
He's about half the size of Albert Romero, and he just ran an Albert-type run there.
Yeah, no kidding.
That was impressive.
It was.
First down for the Warriors now as they're into Onalaska territory. Pitch to Williams. Williams cutting left. Now dances more to the inside. Nice carry. He's going to get 6. But he's eventually stacked up by the Hilltopper D.
Williams.
One thing you can say about this Onalaska defense, I think they've scouted this opponent quite well. They saw that pitch coming as it looked like cheating up was Johansson that time and kind of let the defense know it was coming, but good blocking that time by Portage to get some yards on that run.
Our thanks to Thomas Hamas or Hames for subscribing to our CRSN YouTube channel. You could do it too. Here's Starr to the outside, and Starr continues on for a first down.
Wow.
And deeper into Onalaska territory.
Yeah, Pika got a hit on Starr that time, and Starr just bounced right off of him. And you know, you look at the size; he's only $150, but low center of gravity. I tell you what, he runs with a lot of power.
All we've seen statistically that we were able to get was 8 carries for 36 yards, but that was the second time Starr was able to get to the outside and really use his physical ability to move the football forward.
Yeah, so much so Onalaska's taking a timeout here, Rick. They decided to kind of regroup. So, and Big Al's, what a better time to talk about what's going on. I mean, they got those new pan-style pizzas, Rick. You can choose from 6 of the mouth-watering favorites. You can build your own over at Big Al's every Thursday. They're on special for $20 for dine-in, carry-out, and delivery. Stop by post-game for a meal and enjoy one of those new features at Big Al's. Pizza was made to be enjoyed by team and family. Go Hilltoppers from Big Al's, downtown La Crosse.
Yeah, Big Al's right downtown, tradition. Great place to hang out after the game and grab yourself some za. The Hilltoppers call a timeout after they got starred a couple times.
Yeah, and he, again, we talked about Portage coming in. You didn't see a lot of statistics from him just because of the backfield earlier in the season, but he's a junior. So they're definitely deep at that position. I tell you what, I'm impressed with what I see from him.
First and 10 from the Onalaska 30 now. 2:37 left first quarter. Warriors moving. Little trouble this time. Got a flag thrown, and boy, he just continues to be hard to bring down. Finally taken down after 2 yards on the carry. But again, there was the flag. Tackle eventually finished by Michael Sabrin.
Face mask on the Hilltoppers.
Oh, really?
Look at that. Another penalty, this time against the Hilltoppers, and that's going to be 15 yards. That's a biggie.
I thought it was a hold on the interior that time, but hard to see sometimes within the melee. What's going on? Star's definitely fired up this Warriors team, and they needed some kind of spark plug here.
They absolutely did. 2:30 remaining here in the first quarter, and the Warriors on the move. This time they get 15 from the face mask penalty. And now just inside the 15-yard line. And our thanks to Jeff Ross running the camera. Thompson. Handoff right side and to the goal line. Starr very quick to that hole.
Yeah, inside give again to Starr. He's been the answer so far for Portage to try to get back in this game.
Second down.
Jordan Starr has been the star thus far here for the Portage Warriors. They are sitting right at the 1. Thompson gives it left to Starr. Hit from behind and not going to get in.
Starr gains a couple yards on the play before he's tackled.
Yeah, Ben Sturr came in initially and grabbed him from the backside, and Gino cleaned it up.
That is a first down for the Warriors, though.
That was a good penetration that time by the Hilltopper defensive line.
Now they're first and goal. That must have been from the 5 then, not the 1. This is a tough angle for me to pick up out of our vantage point from the box.
Sure.
I think I'll go right to the monitor on this. Here's Starr to the outside, cuts back inside in the end zone, touchdown.
Touchdown.
3-yard touchdown run.
Warriors, Jordan Starr.
And the Warriors are on the board.
3 yards.
Yeah, good blocking on that right side that
Starr.
time. You talk about the left, but the right side of Portage's O-line doing a good job on that power right, and Starr just takes it in easily.
So let's see if they're going to go for 2.
I would assume they will.
Gotta believe they will.
Yep.
1:18 to play, first quarter. 28-6.
So Portage appears to be going for 2.
Jordan Starr with that 3-yard touchdown run. Thompson throwing. Nice pass.
And
No, did he drop
get
it?
successfully.
He did catch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Looked
made
like
a-
he had it and then almost fell out of Kikert's hands,
he
but he
did
was
make a
able to get
football
it.
move with it, so it's a completion.
All right. 8 points on the board now for Portage.
James
1:18 to play,
Pickett
first
with the
quarter.
reception.
Here on the Cooley Region Sports
You
Network.
feel the need to be free, totally free checking, that is. Cooley Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Cooley Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Cooley Bank branch or cooleybank.net for more information. Cooley Bank, member FDIC.
Glad you're with us for this D2 Level 1 high school football playoff game, WIAA style, as the Portage Warriors able to get on the board, get their first points of the game, now trail 28-8 as they get set to kick off. I'd be watching the onside.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. I mean, at this point, that's something you have to be very mindful of.
It's heater weather. We got one here in the box
we do.
behind us, and
definitely helping.
I see some with them in the stands there. It helps out a little bit.
I think your wife is the most prepared woman I've ever seen at a football game.
She's pretty prepared. She hates to be cold.
I don't blame her.
Uh-oh, that one comes in and out of the hands. Trouble on special teams. That's been, as we talked to Coach Yashinsky in the pregame, there isn't a lot of time spent on special teams, and you can see that.
Yeah, Sean Gillis that time,
Sean
but
Gillis
he was
holds on
aware
the
enough to
Kennedy.
get on the football and
Onalaska.
see if Onalaska can answer Portage's score, as Portage so far defensively hasn't had an answer for the Hilltoppers to this point.
No, the Hilltoppers have pretty much coasted each time they've had the football. But
And you can't get complacent, though,
no,
either. You want to
can't.
keep the foot on the gas.
1:12 left here in the first quarter. First play in this series. Larson pitch. And look at the moves to the outside. Michael Saverin so quick and finally forced out of bounds into Portage territory at the 48-yard line, and a flag thrown and a bow from Michael, who a lot of the guys on the team say is the funniest guy on the Hilltop.
Does he have a tic-tac?
I don't know if he has one.
Anyways, good run by Saverin. Good seal block on the outside to spring it, showing the speed, and going to be a personal foul on the tackle by Kikert that time.
That'll move it further into Portage territory. Michael Saverin improving on his numbers, which weren't so bad coming in. 41 for 288. He was at 7 yards per carry, a couple of touchdowns, 3 catches for 14 yards.
And if you're Portage, you want to slow this Hilltopper team down. That's probably not the way you want to start this initial drive.
So Bucko 4 left here now at the 33-yard line of Portage. And Michael fumbles, and I think Portage might have got that football. Boy, the exchange just a couple of times now. We've seen that.
That's the second fumble for Saverin, and he's had issues with that this year.
Well, it went from bowing to fumbling, and now from the 36-yard line, be first and 10, Portage.
Yeah, you can't afford those turnovers, especially when you're rolling offensively.
First and 10 for the Warriors.
Just under a minute left here in this first quarter, and now another turnover. Both teams have had them.
Yeah.
Couple interceptions for Onalaska. Couple fumble recoveries for Portage. Here's Starr. He gets wrestled down after a pickup of 1.
Nice job by Pika that time to read that right away and had his buddies help him, as Starr has definitely been very impressive here in this
Run on the play was Williams.
end of the first half, or first quarter, I should say.
1 yard.
Probably get one more playoff here.
Second down
Substitution,
and 9
looks like, as
for Portage.
Mason Denman goes back to the sideline for Portage. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard pickup for Starr. This time it's Williams. Dances to the left side. And Hudson Weber, he stripped him. And
Williams.
it's a first down. Nice carry. Give him 11 or 12 on the play, and it'll move the chains. Best run for Williams thus far.
Yeah, all those inside gives to Starr, and then you give it to Williams to change the pace a little bit. That's a good offensive design by Portage.
You can definitely see the absence of Rivers Zumock.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Those things don't usually develop that far outside. 1st and 10 for the 49-yard line. Another running play. And about 4 yards on that one.
6-yard gain.
Maybe 5.
On that run by Starr.
Tracy with the tackle that time.
And with that,
that'll take care of our first quarter of play here. Hilltoppers up 28-8 here from Onalaska High School on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
I was really excited when I was able to get my master plumbers 10 years ago to be a 3rd-generation master plumber in Wisconsin. Grandpa always wanted us to be complete plumbers. You know, we don't specialize in one thing or the other. You know, we can install your septic system one day, repair toilets the next day, plumbing residential homes, commercial buildings.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if you want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Buying a home is a big decision, and Ultra helped us feel confident with our purchase.
The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease.
With Ultra, I feel right at home.
Our members tell it best. With the perfect blend of experienced lenders and local service, Ultra can get you into the home you love your way. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Second quarter action set to begin here. Portage Warriors with the football in Onalaska territory. Williams is going to be stacked up at the line of scrimmage, driven backwards by the Onalaska defense.
Yeah, good penetration again on the D-line that time.
That's Caleb Yang.
I was going to say, was that Mr. Pancake in there?
Mr. Pancake's playing some D right now. He made a nice stop there. So it'll be 3rd down and 5 now here for the Warriors. Just the start of the second quarter. Thompson, handoff. Williams trying to get to the right or left side, and he's going to get enough to get out of bounds. The first down is Hudson Weber was in pursuit, but that's going to be enough to move the chains to the 39-yard line of Onalaska.
Yeah, good speed by Williams that time. You know, that's why it's important to not turn the ball over when you have momentum, because now Portage, being down at one point 28-0, just scored on their last drive. And then on this drive, they're starting to move the football as well.
Here's a give to Starr, and Starr breaks another tackle and looks to have another first down for Portage as they are running effectively to the outside. I got some bad news for you, Scotty.
Yeah?
Tony says he's going to do something with a Tic Tac, and I don't think he wants to put it in a place that you want it.
Bada bing.
2nd and 1.
2nd down and 1 yard to go. 10:53 left in the first half. Thompson, a little delayed handoff, and I don't think that's going to be enough to get the first down.
They tried to go inside to Williams and then fake like they were giving it to Starr going outside. Good read that time by Thogmartin, who's had a really good first half here for Onalaska.
Very good.
And no gain on that play.
So 3rd down and short. The running game up the middle has been not so effective for Portage. The outside running game has definitely picked up.
Yeah. And a lot of that's because Star's had such success on the inside. Portage going to take a timeout.
Timeout. We'll do the same here on the Cooley Region Sports Network. and be back in just a moment.
I think every plumbing's been around for 50 years because we've always been the most concerned about doing stuff the right way and making sure people were satisfied with the product we were giving them.
We have employees that are respectable people's homes. They know their job. They take pride in their work. Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if we want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
.10:22 to play here in the first half. Portage with a big situation here. 3rd down and 1, Scotty. This is big for them.
It is.
And the run right side. I'm going to be really close. The forward progress might have been enough to get him there.
Yeah, I think initially they did get the first down. Or are they going to call fourth?
The question is a little enough?
No, they're not even going to measure.
That was Ben Foss who came up and forced him backwards after what looked to be very close to that first down. It's going to be 4th and very short here now.
I'm actually surprised they're not going to measure right now, or Portage is going to ask for a measurement.
I mean, based on the spot, it's not a first down.
Right.
But, like I said, from our vantage point, it looked like he got enough push. But let's see what they do here. It might just go right up over center. That's what I would do if I was them. But that's going to be a dive, and I think that's going to get it.
Yeah. Just enough that time.
That should be Williams again.
Yep.
He's saying that. The officials haven't said that.
Thogmartin again on the tackle.
That's a first down.
Now they have.
So Williams picks up the first down. It was a nice dive. He got parallel to the ground and was just able to push that ball forward.
Football is such an intriguing sport because of momentum. And, again, now Portage, who looked down and out, all of a sudden has the momentum offensively.
Give to Starr to the outside.
Wow.
No, he's hit hard. I think that was Gavin Southworth that buried him.
Yeah, it came in.
No, it wasn't Gavin. It was it Hudson? 15 or 13, that's what I saw.
I think I saw Thogmartin again, too. But, again, Starr runs with such power. I mean, he broke a tackle, had to have help to bring him down.
1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 now, 9:09 left. Backs in the eye as they've been much of the day. And Starr, they saw that right away.
Starr once again finds the running room.
Inside give that time. Ben Tracy in there. Thogmartin in there.
Ben's pumped up right now. He was the first one in.
Yeah, and again, Starr runs with such power, but if you read that initially and stop that forward progress, it's hard to break away from 4 guys.
3rd and 8, and the Hilltopper defense, Coach Bushman, definitely wants to see these guys make a stop. They got to get a big stop here.
Yeah, I think, the way that Portage is rolling, if they can shut them down on this drive, that really changes the pace of this game again.
3rd and 8. 8:16 and counting here in the first half. Thompson to throw, left sideline. He'll complete the pass right at the marker.
I don't think he got the first down, though. I think he was short.
He was hit right into the first down marker.
Bounds.
That was Kikert with the catch.
At around the 20.
I think they're short.
Yeah, a yard short based on the spot.
Yeah, because Kikert, when he caught the football, really didn't have a lot of forward progress because Savern was right there with him.
So here we go again, 4th and short for Portage. This has been a very good drive for them as they really need to put points on the board, trailing 28-8, 8:06 left here in the first half. The Portage fans beneath us here, pumped up. There's Starr. He's going to get the first down, picks up a few.
Through the line, gets up
and not able to stack it up. And another first down here on this drive for Coach Hawk and his Portage Warriors.
17. First and 10.
Rivers Voss that time with a nice inside block to set that up for Starr.
Gino back out there for Caleb Yang, who comes back to the sideline for a breather.
I am no longer referencing TikTok for the rest of the night.
I would stop that.
Yeah.
That's my advice. Here's another running play, as that's what you'll see most after a couple of interceptions by Thompson in this game. And Starr again.
Starr was the runner.
Might have even lost a little bit on that last one.
Tracy and Thogmartin in on there.
Tracy again, having himself a night quietly as well. We've called his number a couple times, but he's been quick off the ball.
Our thanks to the Crow Lacrosse, American Gastropub, and Bourbon Bar. Also, Noble Insurance, building strong relationships to secure your future. 2nd and 10 here. Thompson throwing. He's at a deep ball. Look out. Kikert there. Catches it off his shoulder. Touchdown as he beat Cody Skipton by just a hair. Ball was on his left shoulder pad, and he pulled it forward for the TD.
That was good ball placement by Thompson. Good throw. Skipton step for step that time. The thing about Skipton, sometimes he doesn't turn around and look for the football. That time he got caught. Great catch that time by Kikert. And, again, turnovers, they really can change the momentum of this football game, and it sure has for Portage.
It was 17-yard touchdown pass as Thompson hits Kikert, and now they're going to go for 2 again. 28-14 as Portage has made their way back into this football game. 7:12 remaining in the first half. Quick step, then fires over the middle. Nice play call, and right on the mark as it is caught by Ian Carpelina, the sophomore. Is a 2-point conversion.
And good play design that time. Thompson showing a rocket arm there, Rick.
28-16 here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
How about that party last night?
Woo! It was fun, but that's a lot of trash. I just don't know if I can do it.
Come on, are you a trash can or a trash can't?
I'm a trash can.
You're a what?
I'm a trash can!
Say it proud.
Can!
Hey, you gonna eat that?
More like potassium yum. Am I right? Am I right?
That's a good one.
It's brown, but it tastes yellow.
Some.
I don't know how many.
I don't know where you found that, but that's going to be a legal procedure on the kickoff.
Good field position for the Hilltoppers, and Portage doing a good job getting back into this one offensively.
Hunter Francis handling the kicking duties there for the Portage Warriors. So 7:12 left on the clock here in the first half. Now just a 12-point Hilltopper lead.
I think it's important that they continue offensively to do what's worked so far for them and not get away from it. Keep it simple.
When you get a chance, see if you might get an update from Baraboo and Toma.
Yeah, still 6-0 from what I've seen so far.
Okay.
And then I have one correction because I did go and research a little bit further. Osseo Fairchild actually forfeited yesterday,
Yes.
so Luther and Mondovi are playing tonight.
Yes.
Mondovi's up 14-0 on Luther right now.
Right. I think that's to be expected. I think that's the end of it then.
It is. That's the end of that bracket.
Yeah. They're moving the football over to the near hash marks now. 1st and 10 for the Hilltoppers from the 35-yard line. Two receivers split right. And Savern in the backfield. Aiden Larson, deep ball, looking. Landon just led him a little bit too far. Right idea on the fly pattern, but just a little too much.
Well, the thing I've noticed with Portage is, in order to compensate to stop the running attack, they've been cheating that safety up. Onalaska obviously has seen that. They try to run that seam fly route to Peterson, as there's nobody covering the middle of the field right now.
Thanks to Clem Trammell for subscribing to Coulee Region Sports Network on YouTube. You can do the same. It's very easy. You get immediate notifications as soon as we go live anywhere. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. Larson fumbles, dives on top of it, and it'll be a loss on the play. Touched up by a diving Lowell Arnold.
And this is what's keeping Portage in this football game. I mean, honestly, Onalaska is definitely the more talented football team, but you cannot let these things derail what you've started early.
3rd and 18, trouble for the Hilltoppers. Danger, Will Robinson. It's an old Lost in Space reference for those of you confused. Larson rolling out. Nice block by Savern. Completes the pass to Skemp. Skemp is going to get to the sideline. Not enough for a first down. Tackle out of bounds about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, good job defensively that time by Portage. They were running a safe cover 3 that time, so nobody gets past deep in the middle of the field. And Onalaska's going to have to punt.
Yeah, 4th and 6. You're going to see Sam Pika out there on the punting duty. So The Portage Warriors have creeped back into this football game.
Yeah, a lot of it, honestly, is just on the fault of purple. I mean,
mistakes, yeah. Indeed. A good snap here for Sam. And Hudson Weber, nice long snap. Here's the kick. Pika, it's a rocket. And it'll be fielded and dropped at the 25-yard line. Kiker trying to get to this near sideline. And he gets tripped up from behind as Hudson Weber knocks him down.
Yeah, Weber showing that speed. He caught up to Kiker, who had a pretty good block on the outside to spring that. But again, you talk about the speed in the coaches show between Landon Peterson and Hudson Weber, and it's, Landon definitely the faster of the two, but Weber's not far off.
Good field position for Portage to start. Our thanks to Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. And thanks to Cooley Golf Ball, the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska. 6:17 to play in the first half. Portage is putting points on the board. Here's Starr. He'll get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, it looks like, unless he was able to dive forward to get back.
Well, Thogmartin almost took the ball away from Thompson that time. He got right in the backfield and grabbed Thompson right when he handed it off to Starr, but good job by the Onalaska defense to track down Starr.
Based on the spot, he got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10, gain of nothing.
Update from Baraboo, 22-0. Baraboo on top of Toma.
And not a shock there so much. Here's Thompson. He has time. He throws it to the near sideline. Kikert with the grab. Tight coverage from Michael Sabrin, but Kikert has got good hands. First down, Portage.
Yeah, Kikert, good player. Good route again to the outside. Good ball by Thompson, and now the Warriors have some momentum here.
Big-time momentum. Big Mo is on the Portage Warriors side right now. Into Onalaska territory at the 48. A lot of these Hilltoppers not used to playing both sides of the ball with so many bodies out. That's the case here tonight. Williams, he'll get hit right at the line of scrimmage, driven backwards. Good work there. Gavin Southworth, the first one in.
Tackled for no gain. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Southworth coming in and making a nice play on the ball.
5:20 and counting here, first half. Hilltoppers up 28-16, but Portage has turned the tables on the Hilltoppers after a big early lead.
Yeah, that's a big defensive stand here for the Hilltoppers.
Ben Tracy gears up at defensive tackle. Thompson looking to his left, dances out of the pocket, throws, and I don't think the feet are in on for Kiker. Are they going to say he caught that? Wow, what a catch.
All you need is 1 foot, Rick.
Tiptoe,
I think he got one
and
in.
He's in, and that's going to be right there.
38.
Nice throw by Thompson.
First down marker.
Man, that was a great throw. We talked about it. He's definitely talented, and he's young. And right now, I mean, the Warriors are definitely trying to pick apart this Onalaska secondary.
Yeah, they're going to say he's just a tad bit short, but they might bring the chains out to measure.
Still a heck of a play.
Sidebar with the officials here. 4:52 shows on the clock here, left in our first half. And they say first down.
Portage.
After a brief sidebar, they'll move the chains and into Onalaska territory. They'll have it 1st and 10, 38-yard line.
Yeah, you said it, Rick. I mean, a lot of these guys playing both ways tonight for the Hilltoppers. But, you go back to the turnovers, or the miscues. And honestly, I don't think we're talking about this right now, the way that they were, offensively just controlling the pace. And now Portage has found their rhythm via Jordan Starr, and now the passing game getting going.
So Big Mo on the side of Portage right now as they are on the move in Onalaska territory. Quick step drop, sent left sideline, incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
And you talked about it during the coaches show about Kiker being a favorite target. Sometimes Thompson getting in trouble because he'll throw into triple coverage because you kind of know it's going his way. But, boy, his hands are good.
Yeah, they are. And Onalaska's been single covering him a lot. And, honestly, I think that's the right defensive move by the Hilltoppers, because I think they match up pretty well in the secondary. But Kiker definitely has a lot of talent. And it's going to be a good battle all night from what we can see right now.
2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass. 4:45 left here, first half. Hand off to Williams. Williams to the left side. He gets knocked backwards and then tries to scoot up the left sideline. He'll be out of bounds after a pickup of 2 or 3.
You know, Rick, he probably would have been stopped in the backfield, but a nice stutter step move by Williams to kind of elude that outside linebacker and get a couple extra yards.
Line. 3rd down and
Got a 3rd and 7 to go here for Portage. Couple of changes of personnel. It's like Ian Capolina went back to the sideline there. I'd look for the star handoff or a quick throw to Kikert to this side of the field where we're broadcasting from.
They like to
it's
use
the open
Andrews,
side.
too, the tight end.
Oh, he's going to look left. And he hasn't run the football yet. He's
Sack.
not running it there. Sacked by Sam Pika. Driven backwards, a loss of 5.
Yeah, Pika with a good read that time. Came up and just made a play on the quarterback, and that's the right move.
That's Pika's first sack of the season.
Portage go for it here, you think?
Loss of 3. 4th down.
Being on Onalaska's side of the
10.
field.
Pika came in with 28 tackles into tonight's game. They gave him a little bit of forward progress, so just a loss of 3, so back to 4th and 10. Clock ticking. They're going to go for it, I would think. They're going to talk it over. We'll take a quick break here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, health insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. We're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you.
Rik and Scotty back with you from Onalaska High School. Glory whipping up, the wind picking up just a little bit here. 3:20 to play in the first half, and the Onalaska Hilltoppers up 28-16 against the Portage Warriors in the D2-1 high school football playoffs.
That's a big 4th down here for Onalaska. Let's see if Portage decides to go for it. I think they probably will, being on Onalaska's side of the field.
Want to thank Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. There it is, out of the shotgun. Thompson sees pressure.
Nice
he gets
blitz.
hit. Man, it'll be a turnover on downs.
Great call on the blitz that time by Onalaska.
Meeting at the quarterback. And that's Hilltopper football.
Connor Johansson in there. I mean, man, there was at least 3 Onalaska Hilltoppers back there on defense.
Connor Johansson came in with 26 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. He's had a strong season.
Good time to dial that up, Rick. That was a great defensive call by Onalaska.
Couple of sacks tonight for the Hilltopper defense. Just for the doctor order, as Scotty said. 1st and 10 for the 48-yard line. Saverin breaks off from the backfield to the right side. Now comes, looks like it could be a jet sweep, and it is. Cuts back inside, now outside. Here's Saverin. He's got the quick legs. Looking for a seam down the left sideline. Saverin out of bounds, but a big first down inside the 30.
Yeah, good play call. Go back to Saverin, get that confidence back. Good blocking outside by Hudson Weber and Landon Peterson.
Portage 27, 1st and
Big
10.
run for Michael.
And Michael's had some huge plays today. The turnovers have been kind of his enemy, but nonetheless.
I like this. Hurry up offense.
2 receivers split far side. I think you got Hudson Weber and Landon Peterson. That's a dangerous combo there to the right.
I'm going to Peterson.
It'll be a handoff, though. And Saverin hangs on to that football, gets closer to the 20, down at the 21-yard line.
You were thinking exactly what I was thinking. Put 2 hands on that ball and hold on to it, because obviously Portage is going to go for the strip if they can get the ball back here.
And obviously the coaching staff for the Warriors has to be saying, hey, you got to punch the ball on number 2, because he's had a couple.
Yep.
But Michael is so quick. If he can get loose, he's in the end zone in a flash. Again, it's Michael. Strips 1. Drags, tackles forward, and nice run by Michael Saverin. was a little bit of the
Hilltopper
thunder we see
first
from
down.
Albert Romero, but at this time it was lightning doing it.
Yeah, good stiff arm on the outside that time as it looked like Jordan Starr was trying to come up and make a tackle.
First and 10 Hilltoppers.
And a nice stiff arm that time by Michael to get a couple extra yards.
There's the Hilltoppers going without Colton Hogum today, too. Huge miss
Yeah, that is a big
on
miss.
the offensive line. First down, Hilltoppers now at the 13-yard line. Running game has had success here on this drive.
Zone coverage.
Aiden Larson to the end zone. Open receiver. He hits him, connects, and it is a touchdown.
Hilltoppers.
Onalaska Hilltoppers, and Ben Sturr is right there for the grab. And from 13 yards out.
Yeah, good read offensively that time by Aiden as they were running a zone scheme that time. Middle of the field wide open. Sturr on the seam tight end route. Good throw. Touchdown on Alaska.
Ben Sturr, 6 foot, 195 sophomore, tight end, and that's a big catch for him. He's got to be pretty happy.
Yeah, it's a big catch, and I think it's a big swing, here for Onalaska to get back and score after stopping Portage on 4th down.
First touchdown for Ben, 34-16, 1:57 left first half. And so far, Ben Foss has been perfect. Snap. To Aiden, set, kick, just past an outstretched arm, and Ben Foss connects again. He's been good. 5 for 5, 35-16. 1:57 left here in the first half on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Cooley Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Cooley Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Cooley Bank branch or CooleyBank.net for more information. Cooley Bank, member FDIC.
Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down off of your feet.
$1:57 to play here in the first half. Hilltoppers get a big touchdown pass. Aiden Larson to Ben Stewart. And take a 35-16 lead late in the first half. And now set to kick off with a wind to their back. High end over end kick. Taking it the 6. Kikert. He's going to get hit, but stays on his feet for a brief moment, then tackled at the 28-yard line where a Portage Warriors will start out first down and 10.
Yeah, so far tonight, a lot of our area teams that are in the playoffs are struggling, except for Blair Taylor, up 24-0 on Cochrane Fountain City. Prairie du Chien over Westby 15-8. Viroqua losing to Nakusa 16-6. DeSoto down to Potosi Cassville 18-8. Mondovi 14-0 over Luther. Lancaster up 35-0 on Melrose Mindoro.
Oh, yeah.
And the score is still in Baraboo, 22-0 Baraboo.
Yeah.
I have no update yet from Aquinas. I'm trying to find that. They're playing Darlington tonight.
Yeah, we'd like to get a score on that one. There's, I think, 3 local media out there covering it. It shouldn't be that hard to find.
We'll find it.
Here's Townsend to throw. On the pocket, completes his pass. And they try to rip the ball loose to Michael Sabrin, but the catch was made. That's going to be Capellina. 134 and counting. So pick up a 7 on the play. I give him 6. It'll be second down and 4 yards to go. Hurry up offense here for Portage. Thompson, pressure there from Gavin Southworth. Soft ball thrown, intercepted. Hilltoppers. He did not get everything on that second pick for Cody Skifton.
Yeah, good coverage by Skifton again, man for man that time with Kikert. And again, an underthrown ball, and that's what you talk about when you have a sophomore quarterback who's looked pretty good, Rick, but that time that ball probably shouldn't have thrown it.
He just didn't get a full grip on it or something. It just seemed like it didn't have anything on it.
Darlington up 13-12 over Aquinas, almost the end of the first half.
Wow, that's actually a very tight game.
Closer than I thought it was going to be.
Wow, go Blue Goals.
Man, they are ignoring Landon Peterson on defense.
And we got Hudson Weber and Landon Peterson split left. 1:17 to play. Hilltopper football. Can they get another quick score here? Larson, all the time in the world. Fires it right. Skemp with a catch, 12 yards.
What a nice ball that time by Larson. Just perfect timing on that route that time. Great catch by Skemp.
Aiden has picked up right where he left off 2 weeks ago, I
He's
should
looked
say.
good the last couple
Aquinas.
weeks. Yeah, I mean, and, we talked about he might have had a little bit of bum finger on that throwing hand, and, that can affect how you release the football. I tell you what, he's looked great the last 3 weeks.
Tight ball. 1:11 left here. Hilltoppers out of timeouts. Here again, Larson completes to Skemp. He'll try to dive forward. Trying to get out of bounds here, but he's right about the marker, so another 10-yard pickup. Under a minute to play. Yeah, no timeouts here for the Hilltoppers.
And he's short of a first down. 2nd down and 1.
Second and very short here. As they say, he was just short of the marker. Again, Larson. This time he'll step up in the pocket. He tripped and fell, but he gets enough for the first down.
Yeah, he slipped. He's trying to cut inside, lost his footing. Have to get on the ball quickly here.
Going to have to spike it or something to get some. Otherwise, you're okay. They got the first down, so they can stop it with 35. Clock. But when you come up back to the football, it starts again. Starts again. Yep. Took him a little while to stop that clock, though. Yeah. You got to put. They want the time on the clock.
42 seconds will be put on the clock.
Yeah, so you got to add 8 seconds to the clock here because they picked up the first down and it was still rolling. Now they can start. Now they can start it. Everybody's wondering what's going on with the clock right now, and finally they got it going. Now Larson forced and hit.
Nice
sack.
play.
Oh, big play coming in quickly. Number 44, Lowell Arnold with a sack, the junior.
Yeah, Arnold coming off that outside linebacker spot, making a great play on Larson.
So clock ticking to 25 seconds. And I don't know how it just stopped there because they had no timeouts on the board that I saw. Oh, maybe they did have one left. I was looking at the wrong mark. So they have that.
Onalaska called the timeout.
And they'll talk it over. We'll keep it right here. Coming up, the Howie's halftime.
Yeah.
And
got some new stuff at Howie's, Rick.
Yeah, you're going to tell people about that. Yeah. And we got, of course, the dance team performing as well. So we will not scoot out to our sponsors right away. We'll have a few words about Howie's and the Howie's halftime. Then we'll watch the dance team perform. Maybe we'll see Mike Rude with some numbers from the first half. I'd like to share those whenever he comes around.
Definitely want to see the numbers offensively for the Hilltoppers.
Well, Michael Savern has a big chunk of yardage on the ground. There's no doubt about that. Yep. And, of course, Landon Peterson had that big jet sweep touchdown run. Aiden Larson with a good half throwing the football.
So it's 2nd down and about
Michael Skemp touchdown, right? Down. And then Ben Stewart with a touchdown catch. At the pick 6 from Sam Pika. 2 interceptions by Cody Skifton. Here's a run by Savrin to the near sideline, stays in bounds, and finally gets out and stops the clock with 27 seconds.
2-yard line, short of a first down.
Good play call again. As Portage playing kind of a prevent-style defense, keeping people back.
So you've got a 3rd down and 1 here for the Hilltoppers.
3rd down and 1.
Now they got to be in 2-down territory too, you'd think.
Landon Peterson getting back into the slot role here. Hudson Weber to the left. Watch Hudson Weber this time. He has not been targeted much today. Savern in the backfield. And trouble for Aiden. Oh, he dances out of a sack. And now he'll come to the near sideline. Throws, completes the pass. And look at the move by Hudson Weber. He dances into the end zone. Touchdown.
What a
Hudson Weber with a great play by Aiden Larson to create. He made it happen. 21-yard touchdown.
Man, Larson slipped out of a sack somehow and delivers a good ball, but how about the footwork by Hudson Weber on the sideline? I tell you what, if that stands, Rick, that's got to be the BA play of the day because the footwork was so impressive to stay in bounds, toe that line, and get into the end zone.
Yeah, I don't think he was close enough to go out of bounds there. I mean, he made a great move and run after catch, but Aiden, great composure, forced out of the pocket, rolls, fires, hits Hudson Weber. He was my target to start with.
That's a big touchdown, too, for the Hilltoppers. Huge.
15 seconds left here in the first half. Now 41-16 Onalaska. You like points? We got them here tonight at Onalaska High School.
I like points. Hopefully I'm scoring some with Tony Angelini now.
Just don't say it again.
I'm not gonna.
Fake. Larson throws, completes the pass. I think that's Sean Gillis.
Nice play.
And a 2-point conversion. Nice work by the Hilltoppers. 43-16, 15 seconds left here in this first half. The Howie's halftime coming up in just a moment. I'd like to thank another one of our great sponsors, Howie's Lacrosse, the ultimate sports viewing venue. They want to thank all their customers for 75 years. People have been packed into Howie's.
Yeah,
a little less packing right now.
Yeah, a little less. Again, great staff over at Howie's, great management. Ryan Johnson, of course, running that, and been friends with Ryan for a long time.
Oh, yeah. He does a great job
with
all his
He
facilities.
is a very, very good people person.
15 seconds remain here in this half, and Onalaska up 43-16. So the offense has come to play. The defense got a interception to finally stop some of the bleeding there defensively, and that had to feel good going into halftime here, but they don't want to give up anything big special team-wise here, which they've had some issues with. Low line drive kick. And taking it to 5. Up the middle is Williams. Williams trying to find some sort of a lane. He's still on his feet, finally knocked down.
Nice run back
6.1 seconds
Williams.
left.
Yeah, squib kick. Williams gets it. Goes right up the middle of the field that time, but good job special teams-wise by Onalaska to close that gap rather quickly.
Craig Otto, who's calling the game for Toma and Baraboo on WBOG, you can listen to it streaming online, has Toma 6, Baraboo 28 halftime.
Well, Toma gets on the board, but again, another score by Baraboo.
Right.
Timeout, Portage.
Looks like they're going to call a timeout with 6 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. I thought I saw one other message that I wanted to check out.
Yeah, Darlington is up 13-12 over Aquinas at half. That just went to half.
All right, there's a couple of updates for you. Here, just 6 seconds remain. Talk about how to approach this last 6 seconds.
Well, this whole first half has been momentum, Rick. I mean, Onalaska comes out under the gun, and, I mean, they shot right out of the cannon, per se, and, go up early, 28-0. Portage gets a couple of miscues by the Hilltoppers, gets back into it, and now Onalaska, a couple big scores now down the stretch. And, man, I tell you, Hudson Weber just did such a great job on that play, reading his quarterback and making a huge play on the football from Aiden Larson. And I tell you, that definitely helps this defense that's been on the field quite a bit in the second half of this first half.
Reminder, get quick to your fridge, grab your snack, get yourself a refreshment there in terms of whatever your a choice of beverage, and then the dance team performing.
That's right.
At halftime, we'll keep it right here for that. So here we go, 6 seconds left. And Thompson throwing, left sideline, intercepted. Another pick for the Hilltoppers down the right side.
He's got
Hudson
room.
Weber.
He's got
trying
room.
to get to the end zone. Touchdown. Pick 6. Hudson Weber takes it from about 45 yards out. And Hilltoppers with another pick 6.
How about the
end
read?
His first half.
Man, the read on the ball that time by Hudson Weber was impressive. He stayed back, read the quarterback's eyes. Thompson going to Kikert the whole way, takes it, and we talked about the speed of Hudson Weber in that time. Holy smokes.
I know we asked him during the coach's interview back a few weeks ago
modest.
whether he was as fast as Landon or not, and I think they're like right neck and neck. Landon just a little bit quicker.
I think we got to see it now.
Yeah, I love to see that race. Isn't it it's sad that we have that situation that they're just both so fast, right? Looks like they're going for 2-point conversion here. And as I saw Eric coming out there, and, of course, Hudson's the long snapper. He probably needs a little bit of a breather.
I was going to make another Raiders reference, but then I forgot the Raiders really haven't had any good wide receivers in quite some time.
Dane Woods in the backfield here to the left of Aiden Larson. We'll shift over just a little bit to the right. It's a direct snap and a wildcat to Dane Woods, who tries to take it in.
Nice tackle by
He's
Star.
going to be denied at the 2-yard line. That's going to do it for our first half of play. Scotty, it's the Howie's halftime show, 49-16 Hilltoppers.
Yeah, and cheers to 75 years at Howie's. And, Rick, they're rolling them out. November, you got a new burger. You got some new wings. The Thanksgiving leftovers burger. I tell you what, it is a big juicy burger, turkey patty, mashed potatoes, cheddar cheese, fried onions, Toodaloo cranberry barbecue sauce.
Oh, I like the name of that
crispy
one.
bacon. It sounds fantastic. And then for your wings, the Toodaloo cranberry barbecue wings. Man, it's made with cranberries, maple syrup, chipotle peppers, and sweet baby Ray's barbecue. Sweet, smoky, spicy, and very delicious. Available only in November. That makes you want to get in, dine in, carry out over at Howie's. Man, I tell you what, the ultimate sports viewing venue is turning it up a notch for Thanksgiving.
That cranberry sauce for the wings sounds interesting.
Yeah, I think we might have to do a dabble in that one.
We might have to do that. The dance team performing, we'll send it to Goody and the girls down on the
field.
field.
A routine choreographed by Captains Paige Ide, Marissa Hagan, and Victoria Schmidt. Here it is, Tootsie Roll. The butt flop on its own, let me see the Tootsie Roll. Yeah, 1994. 69 bucks backed up by the quarantine and DJ. One time, Simon Candy, sweet and go. Let me see the Tootsie Roll. Go, roll, just make that Tootsie Roll. Here we go, just make that Tootsie Roll. Yeah, Tootsie Roll, let me see that Tootsie Roll. Get up and roll, and make that Tootsie Roll.
Outstanding job, the Onalaska dance team.
Right, we saw that.
Goody was happy about the Tootsie Roll, and
he was.
I picture Goody tonight dressed in like the kid from Christmas Story, where he's all bundled up completely. Ralphie. Does he look like Ralphie? Yeah, all bundled up.
You look like a pig. Oh no, Ralphie's brother. It's Ralphie's brother. That's what you're talking about.
Yes,
yeah,
his brother, not Ralphie himself, but yeah.
I can't get up.
All right, let's get the numbers here for Mike Root. It's always nice that he visits us and gives us the stats. Scotty, go ahead.
Total offense 304 to Portage's 162, passing 198 yards to 65. Rushing pretty close, Rick, 106 to 97 for Portage, as Jordan Starr definitely has made an impact for Portage in this game. Passing, Gavin Thompson, 6 completions, 15 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 interceptions for the sophomore quarterback. And that's what we talked about, the inexperience. 2 have gone for touchdowns. Pika and of course, Hudson Weber at the end of the first half. And, you can't make those mistakes against Onalaska, that's for sure. Rushing Portage, and again, Jordan Starr's been impressive. 15 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown, almost averaging 5 yards a clip right now. For, Onalaska, Savrin, 10 carries, $119, 11 yards per carry. And, of course, the big one from Landon Peterson. Don't know what the total is on that one. I don't have that one here for total yardage.
Those are passes. I was reminded 3.
Oh, interesting. So that makes Aiden Larson 4 touchdown passes then for Aiden Larson.
Oh, okay.
So 10 completions out of 12, $198, and 4 touchdowns. So receiving, Michael Skemp 5 for 92, a touchdown. Landon Peterson 2 for 49, a touchdown. Hudson Weber 1 for 23, a touchdown. Ben Sturr 1 for 13, a touchdown.
Look at that, right on it. Mike Root on it. He's got the numbers. He knows exactly how to compile them, and we appreciate you coming by. Come see us in postgame, Mike. All right, we appreciate it. And I think your Vikings are going to beat my Bears this weekend, I'll be honest with you. Or Monday, I guess it is Monday. Yeah, garbage bowl, exactly. That's what it is. Garbage bowl. My Bears are falling right into the garbage bowl.
Well, he's not talking about Trevor Lawrence this week. So
no, that's true. That's true. Vikings, Delvin Cook. Boy, that guy's amazing. All right,
Yes,
we're going to take
is.
a break here in our Howie's halftime, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Cooley Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company. My name is Leroy Hogum Jr.
My name is Dave Hogum.
My name is Gary Hogum.
My name is Larry Hogum.
I am Annette Hogum.
Well, I've worked for my dad since the late 60s, is when we started. Seen a lot of changes over the years. Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
It isn't just pulling up, jumping off a truck, dumping garbage cans anymore.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling is a service company that happens to be in the business of solid waste and recycling management.
Our service is more than just hauling something away for our customer. It's taking care of them and the needs that all of our trucks, the simple thing, have a broom and a shovel. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness. Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto de pesce, lobster linguine, calamari. Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
Halftime here from Onalaska High School. Rik Franke Scotty Gran with you as the Onalaska Hilltoppers have a commanding 49-16 lead at the half against the Portage Warriors. But Portage had a little momentum going there with a couple of consecutive offensive drives where they were able to run the football and sling the ball around to the sideline as Kikert was pretty successful in that passing game. But the turnovers have been sort of the albatross for both teams. 4 picks for Thompson, the Portage quarterback, and some fumbles for the Hilltoppers. But nonetheless, they have been able to move the ball pretty much at will against Portage's defense.
Yeah, they have. And you know, kind of what maybe, I hate to say it, but this is kind of what I thought. I kind of thought this would be the outlook. However, the one thing you have to say, Portage has a ton of talent, and they are a young football team. So if you're a fan of the Warriors, a lot of skill positions with a lot of quality players in those spots, they're only going to get better as they go.
Did want to see if you have any updates on scores. I got a few texts from other broadcasters covering games tonight, and I can at least give you those. We've got halftime where Tomah is trailing Baraboo 28-6. Of course, the winner of that game plays the winner of this game. There is discussion on where that game would take place. If Onalaska follows through with their commanding lead here and wins tonight, they would be the number 1 seed. Baraboo would be the second. But the situation that was discussed, and there is no final answer that I'm aware of at this point, is that they might be able to host more people to be able to watch the game there than we are able to here. Tonight it's just seniors, 2 tickets for senior parents, and so I don't know what the situation would be in Baraboo. I would like to stay home.
Here's my
I
thought.
want to stay home.
Do you want to host more people? Just a question to throw out there.
I don't know. That's not my none of that is my decision.
I guess you're putting, I don't want to go into all those details. I just, how it's structured is how it's structured. My opinion is you leave it the way it is. But, again, that's not our decision.
Nope.
It'll be up to the WIAA and the schools to make that choice.
Mr. Terry will always do the right thing. I have trust.
He's done a great
Jason.
job.
He is fantastic.
He really has done a great job.
Love him. We're so happy. And our thanks to Charlie Ely, who's filling in while Jason is in Ohio at the middle school wrestling tournament there. Hopefully his son has lots of success. Darlington was leading Aquinas at halftime. You can catch that on 3 different local media, KQEG, WKTY, and you can also listen on ESPN Radio. They're streaming their stuff now. So, and I know they do that great post game. John's out right now.
Yeah, hopefully get well, John.
Yep.
Rick and I wish you the best.
Yeah, John's out, but Adam Roberts is handling things at ESPN.
Does a good job, too.
Does the post game. He'll do the post game show where you find out what happened in all the games in a little bit more detail. You have any other ones?
Lancaster up 35-0 on Melrose Mindoro. Blair Taylor 24-0 at the half over CFC. Prairie du Chien 23-8 over Westby at the half. Nakusa 32-14 over Viroqua at the half. And Potosi Cassville 24-8 in the third quarter over DeSoto. And no update from Mondovi and Luther, still 14-0. I don't know if that's gone to half yet or not.
Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate there was nobody covering that one locally.
Yeah,
is it at Luther?
No, I think it's at Mondovi, actually.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because of the way that.
Yes.
No, I thought Luther was the number 1 seed.
They are the 1 seed, but from what I'm seeing, the game must be at Mondovi.
Nothing's normal
this
year.
It's confusing.
Nothing is normal this year. One thing I can tell you for sure is normal, and we want you to be a helpful sponsor, and that is become a Hilltopper Booster Club sponsor or a member today. Please do. Sponsorships, businesses or individuals who'd like to sponsor the Booster Club through a tax-deductible donation can benefit from various levels of recognition depending upon the donation level. And memberships, too, it's the way to go. I want to thank some of the businesses. Let's go with the O Club sponsors. We happen to be one of those here at Coulee Region Sports Network. Thanks to Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, Courtesy Corporation, DBS Group, Great River Orthodontics, Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling. Our thanks to Interstate Roofing and Waterproofing, Kuyak Orthodontics. Thanks also to Merchants Bank, Matthew Construction, and River States Truck and Trailer. Coaches level sponsor, Oral Surgery Clinic of La Crosse. Thanks to them. The Hilltopper level sponsors, Ultra Federal Credit Union. Thanks to Carey Specialized Services, Coulee Bank, Festival Foods. Also thanks to ISG Incorporated, Slumberland. Our thanks to Tricor Insurance. The Freddie level sponsors, thanks to them as well. D's Auto. Edward Jones, Jenny Atkins' office. Our thanks to HSR and Associates. JRM CPAs. Also, Klauke Investments and Insurance Services, Quick Trip, Oak Forest Dental, and Onalaska Lions Club. We'll take a break. Be back with your second half coming up in just a moment on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Award-winning builder Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your home, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it. Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Jones Construction is fully licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience and winner of People's Choice at the 2015 Parade of Homes. Call Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
As a father of 3, I know just how important your child's safety is. Enhanced Driving Institute is the premier driving school with the most comprehensive training available in the Cooley region. EDI is the only school to offer pay-as-you-go for families that prefer an affordable option. We go above and beyond the competition, offering flexible class makeups, online class options. We'll even come to your house to pick you up for behind the wheel. Don't take our word for it. See what others are saying. Google EDI. Review.
Boldly mixed mad flavors is what you'll find at BA Burrito Company on Copeland Avenue in La Crosse. Steak is back at BA. You wanted it and you got it with the Steakhouse Burrito. If it's a great lunch special you're looking for, look no further. 3 BA tacos and a fountain drink for just $5.99 from 11 to 2 p.m. in-store only.
The November F-Bomb is the Gobbler. Thanksgiving in a BA way with turkey, rice gravy, black beans, shredded cheese, and cranberry mayo.
Want the boldly mixed mad flavors of BA Burrito delivered right to your door? Order online with the Eat Street, Grubhub, or Grab It apps, and you're staring at a BA creation before you know it.
I got a couple of minutes till we start second half action. The Hilltoppers with a commanding 49-16 lead over the Portage Warriors. I want to say hi to Dave Lubinsky and the crew watching over at Dave's house tonight.
All right.
Checking in, and they enjoyed the pregame with Gino Angelini. You'll be able to watch that on the archive if you haven't checked that out. He is, as we've talked about, a TikTok guy who has had a lot of success.
Yeah,
there he is, number 75.
Yeah, corny frog named Bruce. Is that what it is?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's some of the. I mean, I tell you, I got to watch some of those, and of course, collaborations with some other TikTokers around the country have been interesting. He does a really good job, very creative.
Yes. All right, a couple of things before we get to second half. First off, the Badgers are actually going to.
Yeah, they play Michigan. They'll be at full strength, and that's you talk about Jim Harbaugh and his time at Michigan and how he's been able to recruit, but it hasn't translated to the field really for the Wolverines, where the Badgers quietly until this year had probably their best recruiting class ever, landing 2 5-star offensive line prospects. And I mean, future's bright, and Graham Mertz looked fantastic in his first game at quarterback. So as a Badger fan, you got to be intrigued by that, especially playing Michigan, who's kind of on the downswing.
Yeah, Michigan struggled quite a bit. I think the Badgers will get their number. And are they missing many players? Or
it sounds like that they're going to be at full strength from what I'm seeing.
Okay.
All right, second half kickoff.
All right, here we go. We've got second half action for you. Getting to it quick. 49-16 to start here this second half. Short kick. Sean Gillis taking it the 27-yard line. Gillis gets up near the 40. They'll say the 39-yard line, first and 10.
How about that guy that made that bet on the Packers over the Jaguars?
$99,000.
Yeah, he could win $9,000 if the Packers just cover. Is that what it was?
I'm not sure on the exact details.
If they just win the game, if the Packers just beat Jacksonville, he gets.
I would have thought they would have had to go with the spread on that one.
Yeah,
which I don't even know what it is, but it should be about 10.
I thought it was 7.
Well, yeah. I think I'm taking them. Here's A jet sweep to Saverin. Look at the space to the outside. Saverin, one man to beat on the outside. That's Kikert. Gets around Kikert. He'll head towards the end zone. Michael Saverin, touchdown, Hilltoppers. Oh, he explodes for 60 yards.
They start the second half like they started the first half with a huge jet sweep touchdown, and that time Michael Saverin showing the speed, and how about the vision, the cut on the outside. Man, I tell you, that was a great run by Michael.
Here he comes spinning out of the turn. Michael Saverin. That was my horse racing.
I thought you were going to go into a Keith Jackson
No,
analogy.
no, I won't do that. That was fantastic, man. That was like a horse race. He just ripped around the corner, and Kikert's pretty quick, but boy, he got right past
I don't
it.
think I see Secretariat on the back of Saverin's jersey, but
60 yards.
That was definitely the run for a thoroughbred.
55-16, and Foss set for the one-point conversion. Snap good by Hudson Weber, set by Aiden. Good kick up and through. Another extra point. 56 to 16 the score here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
How about that party last night?
Woo! It was fun, but that's a lot of trash. I just don't know if I can do it.
Come on, are you a trash can or a trash can't?
I'm a trash can.
You're a what?
I'm a trash can!
Say it proud.
Can!
Hey, you gonna eat that?
More like potassium yum. Am I right? Am I right?
That's a good one.
It's brown, but it tastes yellow.
Well, that was quick. Michael Saverin with a 60-yard touchdown run. Now the Hilltoppers to kick off. And that'll bounce to the 10. And here's Williams. He'll get wrapped up
Nice
and tackled
tackle.
at the 29-yard line. That's exactly how you make a special teams play. Good work there.
Yeah, Dane Woods doing a good job getting down and staying in his lane, making a good tackle on his assignment.
Our thanks to Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Seven Rivers region since 1984. Also thanks to BA Burrito Company. Boldly mixed mad flavors delivered right to your door.
Yeah, pretty good size Portage contingent coming out to watch this game, Rick. I'm pretty impressed
Absolutely,
how they travel.
yes. Great support by the Portage fans here tonight. And they'll have the football here and a lot to make up. Williams. He'll try to get around the end, but the Hilltoppers say, no,
Nice
we'll have
tackle.
none of that.
Weber
That will
with
be
the
a
tackle.
loss on the play. Hudson Weber with some good speed there to get to the outside.
Yeah, Connor Johansson, too, coming in off that outside linebacker spot and cleaning that up nicely. Loss on the play.
Of
And it looks like about 4 yards.
3 on the play.
Yeah, that's when you run those outside sweeps
Second
and you
and
can't get to
13.
the outside. That's what happens.
Hudson Weber had many tackles for loss, plenty of tackles, 31 coming into tonight's game. And we'll say second and 13, loss of 3. And nice play fake, but that didn't fake out the Hilltoppers interior, as I think they got to that as soon as it came to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they've tried that play a couple times where they fake the inside, give to Starr, and give it to Williams, and it's not
Run
fooling
by
Onalaska
Starr
anymore.
gains a yard.
They got about 1 yard on that. That was Ben
Third down
Tracy
and
who
12.
got into the bottom of that, right from that middle of that defensive line for the Hilltoppers.
You know, when Goody announced the dance team, I really thought he was going to go out there with them for a moment, the way how
Let's see roll.
Yeah, he was pretty excited.
There's a give to the left side. There's some room. Nice run. Look out. That's going to get a
Williams
first down and
is
more.
playing
Williams
Portage first
down to
down.
the 49-yard line. A big explosive run of about 17.
Yeah, and they went behind that left side of that old line again. And, you know, we've called his number out a couple times, and Tyler Christ is the guy they like to run behind, and that time he got a good second-level block to spring that for Williams.
So it's been a while since Portage has been able to move the football, and this time they do get a first down, and they're sitting just shy of the 50.
Yeah, Grayson Thogmartin coming out here under his own power.
Wind not a impactful situation right now. Flag barely moving. Yeah, Thogmartin back to the sidelines here. And Williams again, left side, and he'll be stopped after about 5.
I think the ground is more impactful at this point of the game with as many times as you're hitting that and it being so cold. Again, I alluded to it in the pregame, Rick. We didn't talk about it live, but it's like a pro wrestling ring without springs.
On the 46 of Onalaska, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I'll give him 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6 now here for Portage as they're inside Onalaska territory. Trailing 56-16. Clock is a-running.
Nice
and a
hit.
huge hit there. Williams denied
That's
the
big
line
Gino.
of scrimmage.
By Angelini.
Big Gino getting in there.
Gino just made a sandwich
No
out of
gain
it.
on the play.
Yeah, I'm not saying
36.
anything. You go ahead and make all the
Just don't
references
say
now.
the other thing that you
I
were
won't.
saying before.
I won't.
That was a nice stop by Gino.
Tony, if you're out there, I love your food.
He does love your food.
I do.
We both love your food,
It's
Tony.
good stuff, man. It really is.
Whether it's Gino's or Angelini's. Here's Williams again. And
nice
nowhere.
play.
Johansson finishes the tackle.
How about Pika and the penetration to set that up for Johansson? Great defensive effort by the Hilltoppers.
And we'll have a 4th down situation now.
Johansson with a tackle.
Looking at about 10. We'll say 9 to pick up here for Portage.
And with the situation with the turnovers in the first half passing, this is not what Portage wants to be in.
Nope, it's not. And they're
going to punt.
Line up to punt, but
look out for a fake.
yeah, you have to kind of at least keep it in the back of your mind. And they will punt. That kick is a good one. Takes a nice Warrior bounce.
Yeah, leave it alone.
Stay away from it. You don't
Leave
wanna
it alone.
Accidentally hit it
To a stop.
down to the 16. Good special teams
At
play.
the 16-yard line of Onalaska, where they will have a 1st and 10.
And keep that first team out there. And, like we said, reduced numbers here for the Hilltoppers on roster-wise in this one. So I don't think you're going to see a lot of big changes.
Our thanks to Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. 6:23 and counting, running clock here, 3rd quarter. Hilltoppers up 56-16. And run right up the middle behind the blocking 1st down, Hilltoppers.
Yeah.
Dane Woods.
Yeah, nice run behind Rik Franke, Caleb Yang that time.
By Carpolania.
Gino out there playing some O-line too, it looks like.
Yeah, he has been. He's
most of the night, if not all of it.
Stepping in and playing offensive line. He was, like he said in the interview, it was like freshman year again playing O-line. He's been pretty much defense since, but shortage missing some guys up front. No Sam Wallace tonight, no Colton Hogum. Well, the running game has been pretty solid. Nice little razzle-dazzle as Landon Peterson looks to find something on the sidelines. Layers on the shoulder, and he's brought down by Spencer Andrews and a flag thrown.
By Spencer Andrews.
I don't know what the flag's thrown for here. Landon was giving props to Andrews on the tackle. I hope they don't call it as an unsportsmanlike.
I don't see why maybe they picked this flag up. I don't see that there was anything there
that
warranted
There's
a flag.
flag on the play. And it's a personal foul.
Even on Portage.
On Portage.
Wow,
Personal foul.
That didn't look like it. I mean, unless something was said, I don't see how that could be a personal foul.
I don't see anything. I saw props given to Peterson to Andrews on the tackle. I didn't, like you said, unless something was said after the fact. But
yeah, I'd be pretty upset if I was Portage. I don't think that. I think they want to pick that up. That's.
Or is it on? Is it on Onalaska?
Well, then what? There must have been something said there then. So did Landon say something, or was he giving him? So that was.
I thought he
Landon
looked like he was giving him props for the hit. He patted him on the helmet.
Again, it had to be words because it certainly wasn't anything on the field, football-wise, that warranted any sort of a flag. So we got a 2nd and 15. Ball at the 21-yard line. And nice blocking again and a nice run. And out across the 40 to 42-yard line, Dane Woods.
With the carry, some hard.
How about Ben Bossman that time getting a good block on the outside to spring that?
Let's give him some credit tonight. He has stepped up and stepped in, and he has been marvelous as this running game has been very dominant. Again, we expected that to be the case here tonight.
6'1", 225 sophomore playing left tackle, and he's only going to get better.
Best days are ahead. 3:30.
It's always intriguing when you can say that when you see a sophomore playing as well as he is.
A lot of good sophomores on this Onalaska football team.
Credit to the culture being built.
Yeah, absolutely. Great culture here at Onalaska High School for football. Really for all the sports. Look at Dane.
He's
Dane
gone.
just beats everybody. Dane to the house. Dane Woods. 59 yards. And the Hilltoppers take a 62-16 lead.
Simple inside give that time, good blocking, and
59
again,
yards.
the interior, Rik Franke, Caleb
Woods.
Yang getting to the second level, sealing the linebackers, and Woods had a huge hole to run through, and he made the best of it.
Ooh, yowza. That was a nice run by Dane Woods.
And Rick, we just alluded to it. You're not going to see a lot of changes here with this roster, with the numbers. I mean,
not much that they have left to change with. I will see who is because it's not the full roster.
Man,
that
I
we would normally have.
better get my corny joke material ready here.
3:02 remaining here in the third quarter. Snap good by Hudson Weber, set by Aiden. Kick is between the.
I'm kidding. I
uprights
won't
and good.
subject the viewers to those corny joke material.
Oh, are you
things.
starting to write some of those down?
I didn't write anything down. It's all right here. That's how bad it is.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Since 2006, King Street Kitchen in La Crosse has been serving its customers traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. If it's breakfast you crave, it's available all day or night at King Street Kitchen. Serving the best pancakes in town. Just ask the customers. King Street Kitchen La Crosse on Bite Squad, Eat Street, and Grubhub apps for delivery. Enjoy our food in your kitchen or ours. King Street Kitchen, King Street La Crosse.
.302 remaining here in the third quarter. Hilltoppers now up 63-16.
Pretty crazy, Rick.
Here's Ben Foss with the kick towards the near sideline. Takes a hop, picked up at the 5. And I think this is Kikert trying to make a couple of moves. And nice defensive play there on special teams by the Hilltoppers. Sean Gillis, I believe, with the stick.
Yeah, good job on special teams by the Hilltoppers. Score update from Darlington. Aquinas is up 18-13 with almost the end of the third quarter with 1:38 left. Aquinas' defense looks like they're playing very well against Darlington tonight.
Good. Go Blue Golds. Get that victory for one of our area teams. Like you said, not much in terms of changes out there. Michael's still out. And Cody's still out on corners. Here's a run to the left side, and Ben Tracy finished it off after the legs were taken out. Williams, the ball carrier. Gillis was there. He's actually one of the changes there on defense.
We got somebody down here for the Hilltoppers.
And the timeout on the.
Yeah, it looks like Gavin Southworth.
That wouldn't be good.
Hilltopper.
Gavin getting up slowly. He's on one knee right now. Let's see. Oh, nope, he's going to lay back. He's going to have the trainer take a look-see. Why they do that and check on Gavin. I'd like to thank another one of our great sponsors, King Street Kitchen La Crosse, traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. In fact, I'm thinking maybe a big stack of pancakes from King Street Kitchen via the delivery services. Oh, it's nice. Absolutely. Thanks to Jones Construction, award-winning builder specializing in remodels and new construction.
It looks like an ankle. Maybe he tweaked it a little bit. He is getting off under his own power, so that's intriguing.
That is good. He gets a breather. And that's going to be a run to the left side this time, and that is, I don't think I have a 23 on the roster, do you? Was that
Thompson keeps the ball.
It was Thompson, but
there's a 23 that was out there. Oh, wait, I see it. That's Garrett Crawford. I was looking at the wrong roster there for a second.
Yeah, another sophomore.
Late in the game at 63-16. I slipped up there. To be honest with you.
Digging up the other names we haven't seen, but
Yep. 1:14 and counting here, running clock.
Nice tackle.
And the Hilltoppers defense comes up big again.
Yeah, Crawford getting a carry that time too.
Garrett Crawford with the carry.
It's going to force a 4th down and 5, and it looks like the punting unit is coming out. Again, we'll remind you to stay tuned to Coulee Region Sports Network. We'll let you know as soon as we know what the situation is with the playoff game next week. It appears the Hilltoppers will be moving on. Here's a punt that's going to take a Hilltopper bounce, and they'll start out with it in Portage territory, 1st and 10 from their 49.
Yeah, good field position for the Hilltoppers, and a couple score updates. Rick, Lancaster up 42-0 on Melrose Mindoro.
Ouch.
Let's see here. Potosi Cassville up 30-16
the
on
Mustangs
DeSoto.
are about to be glue.
Yeah, yes, and Baraboo up 36-6 now over Toma, and that's in the third quarter.
Score on the 63.
Thanks to Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude.
I saw that steak sandwich that your wife got.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Gino's that they're prepping up.
It's modeled after a South Side favorite called Rick Benny's in the Chicagoland area, and it is a good steak sandwich.
It looks really, really good.
Oh, yeah. Tony's got it dialed up. It was darn good. I got a little taste, a little sample. Want to thank Enhanced Driving Institute as well, building a new generation of safe drivers. It is now 4th quarter action. I should change our scoreboard, huh?
Well, it's been, kind of a track meet, Rick, so keeping up with that scoreboard is a task tonight, that's for sure.
It has been.
63-16, I think, we thought that it would be, a high-scoring affair for Purple, but 63 points, that's pretty impressive.
That's a lot. Yeah, we haven't had too many. We had that crazy game against Sparta where it went back and forth. That was like, I can't remember what the final score was, but it had to be like 62-59 or something. It was some weird score like that. That was one of the best games probably that I've ever seen here at Onalaska High School as far as you want a shootout.
1st and 10 from the 50.
Back and forth it went. Unfortunately, didn't get to play Sparta this year. Here's a run by Dane Woods, another successful run as he gets it up to what looks to be about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, disappointing, too, because Sparta, even though they lost a couple of key players going into this season, I mean, as much as that program has improved in the last 5 years, starting to build back that rivalry a little bit with the MVC.
And then the question, I know winter sports delayed 2 weeks, and will we have basketball?
Yeah,
will we
that
have
is
hockey?
the question.
Will we have wrestling and all those winter sports now? Got to keep an eye on things and see how it all develops. And does football go in the spring? Those teams that waited. Another running play to Dane Woods. Look at him slash through for the first down.
Yeah, it seems like when Woods is in there, there's kind of a different running package, how they run. I guess you could say their veers to the inside and some of their traps. It's a little different than when you have Saverin, Peterson, and even Romero, because Romero's more of a power back going power right or power left. So interesting. I like how they're changing it up here for Dane.
It's like Coach Hawk giving Steinley a bit of a break as 70 gets to the sideline. Probably want a little bit more speed here.
And Peterson and Weber coming off here.
Dane Woods remains in the backfield. Looks like Foss and Skemp split wide left. And again, Dane Woods getting behind his blockers for about 5 more yards.
Man, I thought Caleb Yang was looking for a plate of pancakes from King Street Kitchen there. The way he got to the second level that time,
He'd
that was
enjoy him.
Man, that was impressive. such a good interior player.
He is. And he can get it done on defense, too, when he's out there.
2nd down and 7.
Of course, Sam Wallace not playing tonight. Gino playing for him. But, man, that interior, the offensive line is so good.
They only gave him 3 on the last carry. It looked like he had a little bit more than that. But on the last, it'll be 2nd down now and 7 yards to go. And the Hilltoppers taking their time. 9:43 and counting here in the 4th quarter. And in the backfield, Sean Gillis wrapped up. That is a dead ball. It's got to be a dead ball.
They're saying no.
Oh, my goodness. That's Christian Erickson who picks the ball up. And he'll be tackled short of the goal line. He was down, though. Sean Gillis was down on the ground.
Erickson.
Yeah, I want to see what they call here because I think.
And took it all the way down.
Are they going to call that a fumble?
3-yard line of Onalaska.
It looks like they're going to.
That's a botched call right there, but nonetheless, it is what it is. There's no question he was down on the ground.
Yeah. I saw it from here, too. The ball came out when he landed.
We'll watch that one on the replay. I mean, it's a 63-16 ball game. We can live through a botch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
however, if this was professional and you were to say,
oh, I'd be upset.
Place money on the Green Bay Packers against the Jacksonville Jaguars, you probably are not going to be happy about that.
That would be tough.
Star touchdown.
Star with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Portage will get a late score here.
3-yard run for Jordan Starr.
So 63-22.
I'm going to go for the kick here. Be mindful of the fake here since we haven't seen the extra point attempt from Portage tonight.
Not so far. Hunter Francis.
Nope.
Hunter Francis.
And that one went
No
wide
good.
right and no good. 8:37 to play here. And the Portage, after a disputed fumble by Sean Gillis, took it to the 1-yard line or so and able to punch it in with Starr for a touchdown. 63-22, 8:37 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Coming up, of course, our BA Burrito postgame show. We'll try to narrow down the BA play of the day. There's so many to choose from.
Yeah.
Pick sixes, touchdown, huge touchdown runs. Just so much. Some nice passes.
I think Hudson Weber has to be in mind for
that,
2 of them.
The catch and run.
I think that interception, though, at the end of the first half was pretty good, too. I mean, showing off the speed. I mean, I was really impressed with how he was able to take that to the house.
Sam Pika's return.
Yep. It was just a good play by Pika.
Skeps run after catch on the pass.
Pika was just in the right spot.
Landon Peterson's long jet sweep.
That was pretty impressive, too.
I don't want to be on that tee.
Lots of stuff to choose from.
You know it's getting late in the game. We got a blowout when Goody's talking to the football.
Again, he's bundled up like Ralphie's brother. Goody in the box. Francis with the kickoff.
He had yellow eyes.
Here's Michael Savrin on the return.
Oh, he's got a lane.
Look at Michael
He's
down
got
the
a
left
lane.
sideline. One man to beat. Savrin
Oh.
tripped up. Oh, he almost was going to
Savrin.
take the kick return for a touchdown, but he was tripped up and around the 35.
Landon Peterson just threw his hands up like, come on, Michael.
Well, at least it wasn't a turf monster.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones and the turf monster.
I don't know how many memes I've seen about that now. The thing is, he's got a lot of talent. He just hasn't been able to break through, but that's going to live with him forever. That's what people are going to remember him for.
He was very tired. It was like an earthquake hit. He just he was being thrown around by the ground.
I was just impressed with his speed.
Yeah.
And then he just fell.
Yeah. Oops. 1st and 10 for the 34-yard line. Here Yash yelling from the sidelines. That was a turf monster that got Dane Woods right there.
Oh,
we were talking about it. I hope his leg's not.
Cramped up.
Yeah, he's pointing at his leg. You think he cramped?
Yeah, I think he cramped up, yeah.
Yeah, now Michael coming back from the sideline out, and they're trying to stretch that leg out. Pika's got him by the foot. And the clock stops with the injury, and Portage will go over to their sideline and chat just a little bit. Hopefully he'll be all right. Yeah, they're bending it forward and get a little help. And yeah, he's probably going to get a rest here. I think that's going to be about it for today. Boy, it's really bugging him.
Yeah, I think it looks more just to kind of seized up on him as he was running. Just have something to keep an eye on as we go into next week.
He doesn't want to put any weight on it, though. So
yeah, it's not good.
He's had a really good night.
All right, it's second down.
He had his opportunity in the backfield to shine tonight, and he did.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's another guy, his run, or a couple of runs, were pretty big plays, too. So 2nd and 8, 2 yards was all that ended up on that injury for Dane Woods, who's still being stretched on the sidelines. You can hear a pin drop here at Onalaska High School. Here's Saverin with a huge hole, and he'll get the first down for the Hilltoppers down to the 21-yard line. Call it the 22.
Saverin for a Hilltopper.
Yeah, I guess the other thing to think about here with Michael being in is you don't really need him out here at this point in the game. And keep him for next week. But, Dane, hopefully he's okay. It didn't look like anything serious initially.
Yeah. Michael gets back to the sideline. Sean Gillis will take his spot in the backfield. Very long snap count. Just tapped on the shoulder. Gillis went down. That was kind of strange. And he also looks like he's messing with his leg. What's going on? I said turf monsters, and all of a sudden we got two guys that hurt their legs.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, it was almost the exact same way that Dane Woods went down.
Yeah. Well,
Gillis getting off a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. Who's up next? Michael's
Saverin's back out there.
Last thing you need is to be depleted of all your running backs going into next week's game. If we get there, which I hope we do. Foss split left. Skemp split right. Saverin in the backfield. .5:17 and counting. Saverin fumbles, and I think Portage got it. Let's see. Now
I think Gino got it back.
Good job by Gino to scramble on top of that football.
Yeah, Gino showing that quickness and got to that ball right away.
Good work, Gino.
Third down and 10 yards to go from the 22.
Hang on to this football. A little sloppy.
Saverin's, that would have been his third fumble of the game if he lost that.
And let's be honest. We're not normally playing football in November.
This is true.
It's a cold night, but that can't be an excuse.
Yes.
And again, you can hear the breeze. No one making a sound.
He had yellow eyes.
Here's Saverin to the left side. Nice block by Gino Angelini. And here's Saverin to the end zone, and he's in.
They're going to call a hold on Gino.
There is a flag at the 24. They're going to say he was locked in.
Didn't look like a hold, but looked like Gino just kind of manhandled him, honestly.
I didn't really see it. That is who the call was on, but I didn't look like holding.
No, it looked like he got under the pads.
Then again, I didn't see the fumble either. But the clock's still rolling, though.
I was going to say, what's the score? 63-22?
Yeah. We'll be all right.
And third down again. So it's 3rd and 20.
BA Burrito postgame coming up in just a little bit. We will take a commercial break, and hopefully Mike Rude will come bring us the rest of the numbers. And we'll get you all the stats for tonight. Again, a reminder to check out ESPN Radio 105.5. They do a wrap-up of all of our area teams' games and let you know what happened in more detail. Down to 3:09 left. Aiden Larson going to throw. Completes. No, it was a drop by
Pass is
Skimp.
incomplete, intended for Skimp.
Oh, they're going to go for a field goal?
Against the wind? The wind is, am I looking at the flag correctly? That seems like not a good idea.
Yeah, she's calling for a field goal.
Against the wind? From the 33, a 50-yard field goal? No. No. Come on now. If he hits this.
That would be impressive.
By a field goal here.
The wind is whipping up right in his direction. Is this a fake field goal?
Possible. I could see that.
50 yards. Let's see.
I mean, be a good time to get some practice.
This would be a career long for Ben Foss if he's able to hit this. Set, good kick. It's a line drive and just short.
Oh, man.
It'll come up short and,
good foot.
A 50-yard field goal against the wind. I'm not sure if even Seabass would have hit that one.
So the Warriors will take over.
Man, Seabass. He was so tremendous. How about Rodrigo Blankenship?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
You talk about a kicker. I mean, he's had a heck of a year for the Colts, and reminds me of Seabass. Not as big, of course. Seabass was a whole different physical man of nature, but
yeah, different altogether. That was a field goal of sportsmanship. Look at the high step here for Ben Tracy getting off the field. That's the fastest I've ever seen him run.
Oh.
Here's a run to the outside here by Portage, and they're going to pick up a first down. He had 12 or 13.
David Williams that time with the carry, number 15.
Number 15 of the
Another
Warriors,
Sophomore.
David Williams.
Yeah, you said sophomore, 5'9", 140.
Aquinas up 34-13 now on Darlington.
Baraboo defeats Toma 43-6. That's a final from Baraboo.
Aquinas not a final yet.
Under a minute to play here.
Inside.
And the inside run is shut down, maybe a yard. Connor Johansson with a stop.
Dylan Konopecki with the run that time.
And subbing in now.
Johansson.
Michael Hellickson is out there for the Hilltoppers.
Second down and 7.
And that's some different personnel
Yep.
in at corner as well.
Nice tackle.
And a huge tackle in the backfield.
Williams.
Sam Heggie that time making a nice play.
Tackled by Sam Heggie.
Great quickness.
Heggie enjoying that one. And that's going to be the last play of this football game. It is going to be a final 63-22, the final score here from Onalaska High School. And quite the effort by the Hilltoppers.
Score, Onalaska 63, Portage 22.
We've got
Offensive explosion.
Yeah, we've got your B.A. Burrito postgame show coming up here momentarily. We'll take a break. We'll try to get you the numbers and more here on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
Cooley Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
What I feel makes Hilltopper unique as a company is the biggest thing, it's a family-owned company. My name is Leroy Hogum Jr.
My name is Dave Hogum.
My name is Gary Hogum. My name is Larry Hogum.
I am Annette Hogum.
Well, I've worked for my dad since the late 60s, is when we started. Seen a lot of changes over the years. Dad has always taught to us service, satisfaction, the customer is always right.
It isn't just pulling up, jumping off a truck, dumping garbage cans anymore.
Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling is a service company that happens to be in the business of solid waste and recycling management.
Our service is more than just hauling something away for our customer. It's taking care of them and the needs that all of our trucks, the simple thing, have a broom and a shovel. If our drivers create the mess, they know enough that they clean it up. Our container lids are always shut, containers are always in a neat, orderly fashion, and we take pride in that.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness. Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto de pesce, lobster linguine, calamari? Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
Welcome to the BA Burrito Company post-game show on the Cooley Region Sports Network. Here's our Captain Rik, and giving it everything we got, Scotty. Beam me up.
Never gets old. Stan Evans introducing Scotty and myself here in the BA Burrito post-game show, where the Hilltoppers were big-time winners tonight and advance to the second game, otherwise known as Level 2 in WIAA playoffs. And then it stops there because we only have Level 1 and Level 2 this year because of that darn COVID-19. 63-22 the final. Scotty's got the numbers. And why don't you go ahead and
Sorry, Rik.
That's
I was
all right.
ready to go, man.
All right,
total offense, Onalaska 489 at Portage 206. Passing 205 to 65. Rushing 284 to 141 for Onalaska. Impressive on the ground tonight. Numbers for Portage, Gavin Thompson, 6 for 15, 65 yards, a touchdown, and 4 interceptions. Jordan Starr, 17 carries, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Seth Williams, 20 carries, 65 yards tonight. Receiving, and a guy I was really impressed with is Jaden Kikert, 5 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown tonight. For Onalaska, Aiden Larson, 11 for 14, 205, 4 touchdowns. Michael Saverin, 13 carries, a $187 and a touchdown. Dane Woods, 7 carries, a $110 and a touchdown tonight. Receiving, Michael Skep, 5 for 92 and a touchdown. Landon Peterson, 3 for 56 and a touchdown. Hudson Weber, 1 for 23 and a touchdown. And Ben Sturr, 1 for 13 for a touchdown.
How about
2
that?
picks for Cody Skifton and 2 pick sixes, 1 for Sam Pika, 1 for Hudson Weber.
That's awesome. Thanks to Mike Rude for the numbers.
Thanks, Mike.
We'll see you next week, Mike. And go Bears. Go Bears. The Vikings fan. I don't think the Bears are going to win on Monday night. I'm sure of that. Well, I'm not totally sure of that, but they're going to take the play calling away from Nagy, so there's a possibility. That's what I would say.
How did I know that was going to come up?
I saw the seniors with a nice little photo op there on the sideline. I hope I can get some of those pictures. I'd like to have them. They had the foursome group there with Landon and Gavin and Hudson and Eric, so I'd like to see those pictures. Any other scores that you want to dig up here before we take one more break?
Aquinas is up 34-19 on Darlington. We already know the final from Baraboo, and I think really those are the most relevant scores. All the other area teams tonight, except for I believe Blair Taylor is going to move on as well.
All right, one more quick break, and then we'll wrap things up here in your BA Burrito postgame show.
Award-winning builder Jones Construction, specializing in residential remodeling. If it is in or on your home, Jones Construction can fix it, update it, or add on to it. Kitchens and bathrooms, countertops and backsplashes, windows and doors, siding and decks, you name it. Jones Construction can do it. Owner-operator means hands-on from start to finish. Jones Construction is fully licensed and insured with over 20 years of experience and winner of People's Choice at the 2015 Parade of Homes. Call Phil with Jones Construction today, 608-386-8292.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
As a father of 3, I know just how important your child's safety is. Enhanced Driving Institute is the premier driving school with the most comprehensive training available in the Coulee region. EDI is the only school to offer pay-as-you-go for families that prefer an affordable option. We go above and beyond the competition, offering flexible class makeups, online class options. We'll even come to your house to pick you up for behind the wheel. Don't take our word for it. See what others are saying. Google EDI. Review.
Boldly mixed mad flavors is what you'll find at BA Burrito Company on Copeland Avenue in La Crosse. Steak is back at BA. You wanted it and you got it with the Steakhouse Burrito. If it's a great lunch special you're looking for, look no further. 3 BA tacos and a fountain drink for just $5.99 from 11 to 2 p.m. in-store only.
The November F-Bomb is the Gobbler. Thanksgiving in a BA way with turkey, rice, gravy, black beans, shredded cheese, and cranberry mayo.
Want the boldly mixed mad flavors of BA Burrito delivered right to your door? Order online with the Eat Street, Grubhub, or Grab It apps, and you're staring at a BA creation before you know it.
Rik and Scotty back with you in the BA Burrito post game from Onalaska High School. Big winners tonight. The Hilltoppers advanced to level 2 against the Baraboo Thunderbirds, who were victorious over Tomah. Final tonight here from Onalaska High School, 63-22. Onalaska victorious. Tomah, I don't know, what was that final again?
43-6?
Was it 43-6? I have it here somewhere.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Oh, no. Let's see. Yeah, 43-6. You were correct, sir. That was the final in that one. And
first time for everything.
Nice battle between Aquinas and Darlington tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Aquinas definitely balled out in the second half, and it looks like they're going to get a victory and move on. So area teams moving on, of course, on Alaska. It's going to be Aquinas, and then it looks like Blair Taylor is going to move on as well.
All right.
So.
That's all good stuff. I want to thank Jeff Ross on camera, always doing a fantastic job. Jeff, let's hope we get to be back here at home against Baraboo next week. Yes, I see you nodding as we see Old Glory. We don't want to.
I hope so as well, because I won't be able to make that trip if we end up going to Baraboo.
No, and I prefer to have you with, but if we have to replace you with somebody, well, we'll have to replace you with somebody.
I am replaceable.
Good night, Jody.
Very replaceable.
You know, I mean, you do. You know, I always like working with you, Scott.
Yeah, I know that, Rik.
You know,
I just like to make jokes about it. That's all.
You do. I mean, we have fun with each other. We say some things. You know, sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, we insult each other a little bit, but
sometimes I get threatened with tick.
Well, you can't. I can't talk about it.
I don't want to say it.
I don't want to see what might happen if you say that again. Stay tuned.
Let's just say I'll always be fresh.
Stay tuned to Coulee Region Sports Network to find out where the game will be. It will definitely be on CRSN. We will have the coverage for you, whether we do it from Baraboo or whether we do it from here. We are the number 1 seed. We'd like to stay here at OHS. And obviously, we will have the coverage for you. Thanks to Jeff. Thanks to Scotty Gran. I'm Rik Franke. As we say each time, good night now and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Go Badgers.
We hope you enjoyed this evening's coverage of Onalaska Athletics on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Presented by Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Big Al's Lacrosse. Great pizza since 1979. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers. Natural, gentle, and effective care. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Coulee Bank. Bank with confidence. The Crow Lacrosse. American Gastropub and Bourbon Bar. Noble Insurance. Building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Coulee Golf Bowl, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Howie's Lacrosse, thank you for 75 years. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, serving the Seven Rivers region since 1984. B.A. Burrito Company, boldly mixed mad flavors, delivered right to your door. And by Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. King Street Kitchen La Crosse, traditional home-style meals with exceptional service. Jones Construction, award-winning builder specializing in remodels and new construction. Geno's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. And by Enhanced Driving Institute, building a new generation of safe drivers. This has been a Coulee Region Sports Network presentation. Please subscribe to the CRSN YouTube channel to get immediate notifications as soon as we go live anywhere. And also to watch archives of our sports coverage. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter to watch highlights and the latest local and regional sports information.
Coulee Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CR